unreliable tower. Yeah.
What two?
Hi everybody, welcome to the Sunday Night Crew here at Dungeon Crawl Gaming!
Hi guys! Hello. We're gonna
I'd like to welcome everybody back this week. We have a full crew tonight. So tonight is going to be a lot of fun. They have made it through the maze and now they are headed towards the tower.
Did you see my beautiful leadership during the maze, man? It was phenomenal.
It was amazing.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, that whole 5 minutes in that one.
Like
I
said, always stick to
that whole 5 minutes in that one.
Alright, so folks, if you remember at the end of the last session, you had made it through the maze, you came out of the maze on the other side, and there was a tower looming in front of you that had a large blue dragon.
That's right.
Eldritch.
Code Brown.
Eldritch, give me a history check, please.
Isn't that just because it's a dragon?
Thank God.
That is a 12.
You recognize this dragon.
Oh, shit.
What's up?
No, you're not quite that close yet. But you recognize this dragon. This is the same dragon that attacked a certain town.
Oh, we killed them.
No, it was Nick and I.
Greenwich, the dragon from the Greenwich. Blue eye.
Blue eye?
Listen, my brother.
Blue
See
eye,
that?
my dragon?
See that
Does he
guy?
have
The eye that's missing? That was my
And
brother.
as he's kind of scanning and he's going back and forth, you do notice that one of the eyes is gray.
Yep.
A black shot in the eye.
He did.
Yeah.
I cast greater invisibility on myself.
Why didn't you do that before? We still have plus 10 to our dex rolls for stealth. And you fucked that up. So you're going through it.
Alright, so you cast greater invisibility on yourself. So you have greater invisibility on yourself.
Doesn't just step on a stupid lion's tail. I'm scared.
They only keep.
Alright, so as you make your way out of the maze, the first thing that you see right in front of you is another set of small hedges. Move all your figures over to the letter E.
Okay.
For eggs.
Where's the big blue dragon?
Way down yonder.
Okay, so as you walk up this small little hedgerow, in front of you, where that pillar is, that is actually a giant sundial.
Woo!
So you can move yourselves up into the middle of this little clearing, or the middle of this. Now this sundial, there are, if you'll notice, there are 8 different pathways to take away from the sundial at this point. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Now then, as you're looking at the sundial, you do notice that, and however y'all want to mark this, y'all can, on the map, the shadow of the sundial is pointed straight towards A, which is right at the tower is there in front of you. Okay? And so the shadow is pointed straight at A, even though the sun is not behind you. You've entered an intersection where 8 paths converge symmetrically. You can see Xanthal's tower dead ahead above the hedge wall. But the way path curves, there's no telling which way it might lead to. A sundial stands in the center of this intersection. The shadow from its genome points straight towards the tower, which is highly odd because the sun isn't behind you. The shadow points in the proper direction, only the sundial's shadow points straight ahead.
Reverse mirror.
Maybe.
I walk up to the sundial, put my hand on it, and Arcana check.
You sense a strong sense of Arcana.
Do I know if,
Hey, well, you know the pathway. Why don't you try to figure this out, Ranger?
Oh yeah, Rangers can do
do I recognize this magic at all?
No, it's clouded.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
look.
can throw the gnome.
Let's throw the gnome.
That no.
Which one?
The
That
fire.
gnome.
No.
The one that's invisible?
Yes.
No, once he casts. Hey, no, once you cast,
He didn't catch anything.
we're out of the base.
No, greater invisibility. He is invisible even though he's doing action.
Okay.
I grab the
Let's
gnome
punch the air.
that can actually fly.
Wait, what happened to the child?
No, hold on, wait. I'm gonna look in the ground and see which way people have gone before us have gone.
Okay,
I'm gonna use survival check, see if I can figure this out.
sure.
Don't you have like a way to pick the path?
That's him. Wait, that's him.
You did it before.
Yeah,
But
you
I
did.
was using survival.
It took us the wrong way.
No, it got dispelled because of maze.
Yeah.
Survival. That is a 14.
A 14.
Yeah.
There are footprints that lead A to B to E.
What?
We came out from E, so we gotta go A or B.
And the sundial, you said, is pointing to A.
Yeah.
Well, the shadow from the sundial is pointed at A.
Which on the dial itself, where's the shadow at? Is it the sun shadow or is it?
The shadow's opposite way from the sun. There's the sun.
The
points
sun's
here.
up above you.
So it should be noon, so we should be nothing.
Wait,
Yeah.
sun's above us.
But there's a shadow on the sun.
The shadow of your beings, the shadow of your bodies is normal.
Right.
So it's casting off.
I'm wondering if the sundial is pointing this particular way.
It is.
The sundial is pointing straight at the tower.
I say we follow that.
Whoa. It could be.
I mean, we could split the party and go half and half.
Whoa!
I throw the gnome, he looks at which way to go, and we listen to him.
No, can you
What-
fly
what
straight
is-
up?
I fly straight.
Whoa!
I
what
try
am
to fly
what am I trying?
while still being held.
Are you ready?
He's stealth right now.
I throw you up in the air.
I catch myself with my wings.
Okay, so you catch yourself with your wings. You fly up into the air. You do see a curving path that seems to disappear off towards the tower.
Do I know which one it is?
No.
Womp womp.
Well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm thinking that we should go with the sundial, which way it's pointing.
Stick together at
And
least.
if we're wrong, we're just going to probably end up someplace else like we did before.
The maze again?
Oh no. Not again.
Well, it's not like we can't get through it.
I don't want another fluke
I don't know.
win.
So let's kind of have trouble with that one last time.
Do you want to be stuck there again for at least 10 minutes and they're trying to figure it
No,
out?
no.
You said,
I mean, you got to think, if people,
B and E, right?
No.
Yeah.
if people made it this far, these wizards made this far, this is obviously appointed for them.
I'm walking to B, and narrowed out down the aisle.
It disappears off into the distance.
Ooh.
So nothing comes out behind us.
I say we go with the sundial and go straight down A.
Well, it's worth a shot.
Alright.
May as well.
Where'd the voice come from?
Okay, so move all your figures to which path you want to take.
Alright.
I will lead.
I will be the very last one.
A.
I'll be nice in the middle so people can get taken out around me.
All right, so as you walk down A, you walk down probably about a good 20, 35 feet. The sundial disappears from you. You go around a couple curves. The sundial disappears from behind you. Move your characters back to E.
Did what I thought I would do.
Okay.
Hey, what if you make the shadow point at E?
Hold on. We're not, just wait a secnd. And if you want to jump the gun, go ahead. I'll let you.
No, don't top the gun.
I will let you.
The DM will say, are you sure you want to do this? And we'll be like, no.
Okay, you don't give me that. You should say, I'm gonna give it to you right
Okay,
Are you sure?
as you walk back up to a sundial looking exactly like the one that you just left, as you walk up to it, you notice that there are shadows pointed to A and pointing at C.
A and
Okay.
C.
Do the spell something out.
Right.
So I say we follow that.
And which way is the sun coming down? It's still straight on top of us, right?
Yep.
I say we follow the shadows until
Well, no,
everything-
there's two of them though this time.
I think there's, well, if it added one, maybe
So-
if we follow that one, it'll keep adding to it. I'm
We
gonna
could
keep,
split
I'm
the
gonna walk
difference.
straight, and I'm gonna walk to where it
Don't
will be
like
at.
splitting. Fine.
We could go, yeah, we could split difference.
I mean, we could go with B, because didn't Eldred say that there are footprints going from A and B?
That was the last one.
Is this the same spot?
What about this one?
Obviously, it's changed a bit. Is this the same? Do you roll them? I mean,
I'm gonna check to see if the same spot if our footprints are in this area already.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a 16.
You don't see any footprints.
No footprints here.
This is new place.
It's new. So I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna take my sword out and I'm gonna like carve my name into the dirt. So as
Shouldn't
it
you
come
let
back, we'll
the
see it.
gnome, as a rock gnome, carve something on the rock?
It's
As the
probably
pillar?
not a good idea because that thing is insanely magical.
It's magic.
So
But
shall we?
it's a rock gnome. He'll be alright.
So we should we split difference
I'll do
and
it,
see
I'll
where it leads?
Don't break the party.
We
No,
should
we
break the
all
party up.
split difference. Go down B.
I say we follow the new shot.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, let's go down B.
Okay.
Let's try B.
All right.
So, wait, while we're walking through this, Irene, how about giving us an uplifting song?
Oh, Jesus, really? Okay, cool.
Inspire me.
Inspire me, child. Alright then, I'm gonna play my viola. Shit, I write. I actually do this. Mountain, D12 for you.
Awesome.
Sing us a song. What's the song?
What is this?
You're bored,
I
you
don't
gotta
know.
play.
I don't know what song. You're pretty much fun.
No, real question though. Are you Lore or Valor?
I am Lord. I'm sorry.
Because Valor is, I can use this in combat.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way down B. This pathway curves back and forth 3 or 4 times. You lose track of the sundial behind you. Move your characters back to E.
Oh gosh. This is the reason.
My invisibility is probably
On the
off
road
by
again?
now.
Can't wait to get back.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing slash
So
ups.
it's stealth.
Yes,
So it's
slash
stealth
ups.
is plus
There are shadows now on A, D, and F.
What?
D and F.
Wait, A, D, and F. So. Oh no.
It's
no.
making arrow. We go straight.
I think we should
I
follow
look for the
logic.
party I left.
You don't see it.
Shot in the dark. What if it went backwards?
What?
If it's all magical, it wouldn't really matter which direction we go.
Well, we might as well
Go
try.
You know, I go up to read the sundial, see if there's any words written on it.
No, there's no words.
Okay,
Damn.
I'm gonna put my ear to the ground and I'm gonna listen for any kind of footprints, anything earthy. Earthy?
Okay, give me a nature check.
Because Druid.
Druids, man.
Kind of have
Wait.
That would take them. I only had one.
We need to
16?
rest.
You don't sense anything.
What if we just destroy our sundial?
No.
No.
That's magical.
I would like to walk up to the sundial
What if we just put an
and try to give it a nice, or like, I'm trying to like position myself in a way where I can try to like twist it and move it about.
Okay, you give me a strength check.
No.
Can't be athletics.
Strong. You need some help with that?
Yeah.
You have inspiration.
I
gave
do.
you inspiration. I'm in 5 minutes.
Strength check 20.
It doesn't move.
I walk up to the opposite side of the dial where the mountain's at, trying to escape his sight, and I try and sense if it's the exact same magical signature that I sensed from the first one.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Hey, no, I have a question.
Myrtle.
Myrtle. What's a Myrtle? Why don't you come up on the dial and see what you see from perch up there?
How high?
That's what the dial looks like.
Yes. That's what that looks like.
Okay, so as you fly up, you see a pathway curving back and forth, leading towards the tower.
Great.
Why don't you just follow
Wait.
that?
Yeah, no, you can follow the path in the sky. Well,
I don't know. It looks like an arrow. We can either split the difference or go straight.
I think we go straight because it points, it tells us go this way, and so we go this way.
we'll try the arrow one
You
more
may get a
time.
D3.
Oh wait, don't have to do that.
And if that doesn't work, we'll split it.
Yeah.
That's the The D3 doesn't exist. What the
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
D3s do exist.
Just take a d6 divided by 2.
Okay.
Alright, I start heading down A and I say follow me.
Okay.
We're gonna
I
try this one
follow,
more time.
leading up the back of the party.
I'll follow them.
I'll
Alright.
start it. Just.
Leave our characters there at the end.
Yeah. Wait.
As you walk up through A, you wind back and forth 2 or 3 times. The sundial disappears behind you. You find yourself in a large open field.
What?
Probably about a quarter mile long, about a quarter mile wide. At the far end, you see a sheep pen with sheep. To your right, immediately to your right, probably about 100 yards off to your right, you do see that there are two cyclops. Everything seems to be frozen in time, frozen in place, nothing moving. As the last person steps off the path and into the field, suddenly, motion, the sheep start grazing, you hear the baying of sheep, and as you look over, the two cyclops look in your general direction. They kind of look at you, they look at each other, they do rock, paper, scissors.
I wave.
One of them kind of puts his head down,
I'm in my
turns around, starts walking towards y'all, lumbering.
Can anybody speak to the Cyclops here?
I can comprehend
I try to walk back.
Irene, why don't you go ahead and try to talk to him?
No.
I cast tongues on myself.
ABC yourself.
Okay.
What if it angers you? Then what?
No,
Well,
but I know.
right now, I got a
Oh, hang on, we didn't remember the rest of it was.
He has tongues.
I cast tongues on myself.
Okay?
You're not.
And just wait for it to get
Okay.
over here. Hi.
I'm standing next to him in so my uniform with the cloak.
I'm off the
I'm a
distance,
hide.
ready to fire.
I'm right next to him, and I'm gonna cast
I'm
comprehend
following
language on
him.
myself.
Just gonna stay here.
Huh?
I'm gonna cast comprehend language on myself, and I'm gonna be right next to him.
Okay. The Cyclops stops about 25,
Get my revenge.
roughly about 25, 30 feet away from you. Picks up a small boulder.
Oh.
Then now when I say small, this thing's about 2 foot wide,
The size of the
weighing
monkey.
probably about 500 pounds. Picks this thing up, turns around, and hurls it down the far end of the pasture.
Towards us or the opposite way?
The opposite way.
Okay.
Down away from you.
Why?
He looks over at you. What do you want to do?
I think he wants
Why?
I think that was a warning for us to leave and maybe go that way.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you
Why?
can speak to them, and I can understand you.
Why did you throw the rock?
No response.
Damn it.
I know you understand me.
I think that's more or less a sign of get the fuck off my land.
I'm going to kneel
Can I
down,
have a sheep
put my
guy?
hand on the grass, and Arcana check. See if this is perhaps a fabricated area or if it just teleported us to some random area.
Illusion.
That
Reroll, you hit.
hit your dice.
Then
That hit your
Stop
dice.
rolling on the dice, man.
Yeah.
Dude, roll over. Well, hang on. Move everything out the way.
No.
Good! Much better.
By 2.
12.
A 12? You can tell that this is definitely magical, but you can't tell whether or not you were teleported or whether this is not real.
Well, I'm going to start walking in the direction of the boulder, but I'm going to keep my eye on the Cyclops as I'm walking back my way. Because they obviously don't want us in. They just told us to go that way. I'm going to try that.
My pass out trait is still working, right?
Oh yeah, okay, right. We have that.
It's been longer than that one.
Oh.
Dang.
I'm going to get fire spell.
I follow
cast.
Puck.
I do the same.
You wanna go now?
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna follow.
I walk up to Blancio and I put him on my shoulders.
I resist.
Why?
Because
Oh yeah.
Because trauma.
Doesn't really matter.
You give in.
This dice is going into timeout.
21.
You're petting him now.
Yeah,
You're fluffing this
You're on my shoulders.
instead of resisting, I more or less just freeze.
Yeah, I just,
Alright, I'm following them behind them at a distance, keep an eye on the two
No.
Okay.
Cyclopses.
I wave up.
Okay, I follow behind, but I walk like 10, 15 feet away from the party.
oh, guess it's the
Just in case they try to play area, everybody's not bunched up. Remember like last time, guys?
no.
Is there, in the direction that the boulder went, is there any kind of pathway or anything that we see?
No, you see endless plain land in front of you.
Oh my.
Since I'm at a really good distance, I'm going to continue to go the direction through the boulder, but keeping an eye on the Cyclops and just keep going that way. See what happens.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
We're basically following him that way, but
Yeah.
I'm following.
with some space between each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so the more you walk, you do continue to walk down this field. It just seems like you never get closer to this boulder.
Well,
I think we should turn back
Oh.
around.
It's turn back time.
I poke his shoulder and go to him and go, can you put me on the ground, please?
Nerd.
What's it doing?
I need to talk to the voice.
I run up to the voice. I pick him up, put him on the other shoulder.
So I definitely know this place is magical. You want to work that magic that you do?
What magic thing? Yeah, I have lots of magic things.
You know the one that gets rid of magic?
Oh, the boobity boop?
Yeah, you got it.
I am so confused.
So is that.
Worth a shot.
I guess. I got to spell magic.
Okay, mark it off your sheet.
Oh my god.
Nothing happens.
Well, you made.
It's too high of a thing.
hey, no, can you fly and see if you can find any way?
No.
Can you fly to the boulder?
I'm gonna try to fly to the boulder.
Fly might work.
Okay, you fly up, you fly forward, you continue flying, you finally make it about halfway to the boulder.
Yeah, this is taking forever.
You see that he's right above you.
Right, just stop flying, come back down. Are the Cyclops getting any further away?
I look at the
Right.
cycle.
No, they're just standing there.
Watching.
Right.
Bastards.
We cool.
How
So
about
let's walk towards the Cyclops now,
Very
see if
hard
we
it
get closer
is.
to them. What other options we have?
I taken him off my shoulders.
we could turn around and go back the way we tried?
We should turn around and go back.
Maybe.
Do we even see that now?
Hey, Eldridge, I have a favor to ask you.
What?
Punch me. What?
I punch her. She asked me to punch her, so I punch her.
Okay,
I see if I practice out some kind of illusionary or like stick
Why didn't you
magic.
ask me? I would have been more than
roll
happy.
for damage.
Oh, for damage? Oh, because she was
Arm
really.
strike is-
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
Oh, why couldn't
It's
putt?
a D6 or D4, I forgot.
I want to
D6.
move you.
D6?
D6 plus your strength.
Oh, 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's the minimum.
that's minimum.
You hit like a little girl.
Yeah, like a bitch.
Okay, I walk 10 feet away from her. Pull
No,
my
no,
bow
I
out.
said hit. I said punch. Nothing else.
I can
Okay.
punch.
Back straight.
I'll punch.
You can punch him too. Alright.
Alright, it's enough of that.
That's not. Why did.
I'm not in the mood. Okay.
Oh, okay. So it's some kind of illusionary magic. I thought it was some kind of sleep or like.
I say we go back where we started from and go the opposite direction we came.
Can we still see
Yeah,
how
I agree.
we're at?
Let's
Yeah, you see the path where you came in,
Yeah.
behind you.
Let's
Go back through there.
Let's try to go back there if we can get there.
Let's turn around.
All right, so do you all walk back towards the path?
Yeah.
All right, you all walk back towards the path. You all step on the path. The path winds back and forth, and you see the opening of the path coming up in front of you. As you walk out, there's a giant field with grazing sheep in front of you, with a Cyclops standing off to the side with his arms crossed, waiting.
He's
I
like,
walk
you
up
are.
to
the Cyclops.
Can I have a ride?
I walk up to the Cyclops.
Yeah, why am I interacting with
Wait, you're walking up to the Cyclops?
I already took it off my shoulders.
Okay, good.
I pick up Leonto and I sprint to him.
I walk up to the Cyclops.
Okay, you walk up to him. Go ahead.
I'm looking up at him because it's still taller than me.
Like by a few inches. Like 3 book bears.
It's like 5.
Yeah. Book bear and a half.
Do you know where we are?
No response.
If they haven't made a move for you, keep on going.
Do we still see? I look for that boulder you threw. Do I still see it?
Yep, it's in the middle of the field.
I definitely.
I slowly
How many
start-
yards away from us?
It roughly went about 150 feet.
Have we
I start walking
shoot?
toward the
Can
sheep.
you try to mention doors?
Yeah,
to
I do the
boulder?
same.
Oh yeah, I have that. Thank you for reminding me.
Thank
Hang
you.
on.
You're doing this. We're both walking.
Me and the mountain are walking toward the sheep.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Whoa! What's wrong with you?
They're gonna attack and go to the sheep.
No,
Okay.
okay. Use sheep as a right.
Well, I know such a thing.
I was saying if the
I'm
the
gonna
Cyclops in attack
cast
control
Dimension
won't
Door from where we're at to where the boulder is at.
Okay. Mark it off your sheet. As you cast Dimension Door, you step in. As you step out right next to Eldritch.
I hate this. I wasted perfectly good spell slot for this.
It's worth a try. We'll take a rest when we go inside the dungeon.
But, okay. It's worth a shot.
I walk to the sheep.
Well, we have options. We either walk towards the sheep and see if we can actually get to them, or we walk past the Cyclops.
I walked up to the Cyclops, asked him something, nothing happened, so I started to walk toward the sheep.
See if we can walk past them. Go on, Mountain, try to walk past them. See if they'll let you by.
Walk past the Cyclops.
Walk right past him.
I would start heading towards the sheep.
Okay. You get about halfway, but they seem to not be getting closer. They just seem to be the same distance.
I walk back up to the Cyclops, and I look up to him and ask, "Can you take me to sheep?"
No response.
Just
So,
I grab his leg.
I walk into the Cyclops as well. Hey, one eye.
I
You
put my
can't-
hand
if you
over his
can't-
mouth.
are the sheep opposite side of the Cyclops?
No, the sheep are down on the right-hand side, and the Cyclops are up here on this right-hand side.
So the sheep are past the Cyclops, so we walk
The
past.
sheep are at the far end of the pasture.
Is there like
Let's try to walk,
this
let's try to walk by the Cyclops.
Hello.
Go in that direction. So I'm gonna start walking.
So there's a sheep.
I follow Puck.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
there's
you walk right past them.
I'm
There's a
gonna
sheep
continue
pen, but-
walking in that direction.
Okay, so basically the way this is set up, folks, you think about this. You're standing at the entrance. The Cyclops are directly over here to your right-hand side. The sheep are far into the pasture on the right-hand side.
Okay.
So the Cyclops are here. Straight down the field from them are the sheep.
Okay.
I dash to the sheep.
Yeah, let's
You
go
get about
sheep.
halfway down, but they keep staying about that distance away. You can never make distance on them.
I grab Cyclops' leg to see if I can actually touch
Oh,
it.
wait a minute, there's a house there too, right?
Yeah, is there a house that was with that?
No house.
I thought you said there was like a shack.
What if we kill the damn Cyclops? We'll spray.
I like that. We could kill the Cyclops.
I'm
Wait,
thinking.
I'm
wait,
upstairs.
hold on now, if you're
I'll
gonna
do
be doing that, there's no magic that's working so far. And there's two of them, and they look like they're pretty rugged lads. And right now, we just keep walking ourselves into a circle.
I have 4 magic. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 magic casters.
And they, none of them can cast any magic right now, can they?
No, they
Well,
don't.
we
Then I
she
should
casted
cast
dispel
dimension.
magic. I
No,
just cast
her
dimension.
spell went off.
It did
Carla,
go.
her spell went
I
off.
know.
It just didn't go where it wanted to go.
Yeah.
Right, so say for example, he casts
Very
Fireball.
Huh?
He hits me in the back of the head, not Cyclops.
No, let's not do that.
So are you trying to say that our magic will work?
Maybe.
It may
No.
work, but
What if it
not.
doesn't work?
Hey,
We're in the
Ranger,
middle battle.
do you see any kind of distinctive paths going around here? I mean, this is kind of your,
Okay, I look down on the ground for a path that's gonna lead us out.
You don't see any pathways.
Can I try another Arcana check? See if I can figure out if there's a way to dispel this thing.
I don't think we can
Give me an intelligence check.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm alright with that.
Somebody tried.
How far is the sheep from me?
That'll be a
They're at the opposite end of the pasture, probably a quarter mile.
17.
17,
Yeah.
you know that whatever magic is being held here, there is no way you're going to be able to dispel any type of magic in this place. You also know with that roll that you have overlooked the simplest thing that happened when you first walked in.
I'm going to try and
How come
recall
somebody said
the
five on the path?
recall.
we walked in,
Right.
right here.
I'm just gonna try and recall the scene as I walked in to try and see if I can figure out what I missed.
Okay, as you walked in, does anybody want to fill them in on this?
When we walked in, thing went back.
I challenge them to
Yes.
rock, paper, scissors.
When we first saw this, it was
No
low.
response.
It was no move. As soon as we step in,
It was frozen
it's
time.
motion. This is pocket damage.
Everybody get out of this area. Go back into the tunnel.
We
Alright.
tried that and we came back here.
Well, let's
No,
try it
we're
again.
gonna-
everybody except for me.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, so you all go back to the pathway?
Yes.
All right, Belantu, you're standing alone in this field.
I'm assuming that they're not too far behind me. Is time moving?
Yes.
I walk into the pathway and follow it to the next opening. And
Are you all following Belantu?
Well, he should be following us. We're all walking down that path.
Okay, so you're all walking on the path. You walk back and forth, back and forth. You come up to the opening. You walk out into a field. Sheep at the far end with a cyclops standing.
I don't walk in.
Yeah, no one walk in.
I don't walk in.
Don't walk in.
I get to the edge.
Okay.
I do not step in.
I worm my way between people's legs up to the front.
Guys,
And
something touched
just-
my legs. What was it?
hi. And just take a look into the field without any of us in it at all.
You see a field. Sheep grazing at the opposite end.
Actively grazing?
Mhm.
While they're all there, I'm gonna turn back and walk back which way I came down the path.
By yourself?
Yep.
I'm going with him.
You all
I guess
have
I'm
the
not by
coins.
myself.
We have the coins, so we should be fine.
Who's going with you? All right, so you and Adra, you walk off. It circles, it kind of curves back and forth. And as you walk up behind the party.
Well, that was interesting though, wasn't it?
That was quite the
So we walked in, and we got there, it was frozen time.
And time starts.
Time started again the moment we got on here.
And the first thing Cyclops did, they talked to each other. One walked up, stepped on the boulder at us.
Yeah, no, that's just.
They
It
didn't
says
throw
stand,
it.
it says stand.
I walk in and I walk up to the Cyclops.
Okay?
I hold out my hand like this.
That's what I tried earlier.
No response.
Make the sign for
I'm gonna make myself a sundial. In the dirt, with a stick.
Oh, I thought you were gonna actually transform into it. Got it.
Well, everyone's trying to figure this out. I'm just gonna sit down, like at the edge near the path, and I'm gonna experiment with some of my poisons. I'm gonna take one arrow, dip it into each vial, just to see what happens.
And
Okay,
your arrow
cool.
blows up.
You made super
Roll me a
poison.
d12.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
what?
12.
You made
3.
You made super poison.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm happy I'm not there.
Yeah.
With explosive race.
As
I'm
you
sorry,
dip it
we
into the
got
first poison, the second poison, as it hits the third poison, it lets off a gas that blows up in your face. You take 10 points of poison damage.
Okay, you know what?
That doesn't make any sense.
It was worth it. Hey, at least if I combine all of them and throw them at something.
You're gonna shoot at.
No, with sharpshooter, I fire towards the sheep.
Okay? The arrow flies and lands right in front of the sheep.
What?
So they can't get to him.
Can I just shoot him?
Shoot who?
Cyclops, standing right.
So, does my sundial work?
Yeah, maybe. I
The sundial shows the shadow points in the same direction as your shadow.
That didn't work.
But you want to shoot the Cyclops? You can shoot the
We've
Cyclops.
been going for a few. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
watch and
just-
see if the sun, if it actually moves.
I'm
The
shooting.
sun actually.
Okay, so how long are y'all gonna wait?
Well,
You know what? Let's all
I'm
take a
shooting
long
the-
rest here.
wait.
No.
No, no, no,
That's a
no,
bad
no,
idea.
bad idea. Bad idea.
You're an
Bad
elf.
idea.
You can trance it.
Alright,
What
the moment
are
we
you
came off
forgetting?
the path.
But they are not elves.
But it's. They'll be okay. Okay.
Okay, so what are we doing? What are we gonna do?
I'm playing rock, paper, scissors with himself.
He wants.
Alston, what do you wanna do?
I'll do whatever you do, dude.
I shoot that. I shoot it.
You shoot the Cyclops?
Yeah.
Everybody roll for initiative.
Gosh.
That's who's winning.
Done.
You know what? I'm okay with this. I really want to kill something.
Done. Done with this.
I roll freaking low.
I'm done.
Finally.
Where?
Oh Jesus.
I got an 8.
I used your bardic inspiration.
Okay, 20.
22.
What's your dice?
I
What's your
15 to 20.
Dex is 4.
21.
19?
19?
16.
I got a 21. Sorry.
Who got a 21?
I don't know.
I just asked for 20s a second ago.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear it.
I got 16.
Sorry. Thank you.
All right, 15s?
Oh, I'm sorry, my Dex is 5.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, now they mad.
13? 12? Over 10?
We can't.
Nobody else gets initiative.
I got 6.
Nobody else gets initiative.
Whoa.
All right,
Whoa.
That's
Okay, just chill.
so
Oh boy.
the Cyclops get the first hit. They're going to walk up. Let's see.
I get attack of opportunity.
You put me back on.
Let's see. They're going to attack Thea first.
I didn't do anything.
So, do they both walk up to him?
away.
Do they both walk up?
Yeah, you're the strongest sense, so they're going to come straight after you first.
Do they both walk up to him? To
We're
her?
not part of it.
Yep.
yeah.
Don't I get attack of opportunity since I'm right there in front of
No.
it?
We're not part of it.
Unfortunately.
You're not in initiative.
So which is
First one misses, second one misses. They lumber up to you, Thea. Both of them swing their fists,
All the next
but they miss you because they have no weapons on them whatsoever. Adra, what would you like to do?
they're engaged now.
Correct.
I get auto sneak. I'm gonna sneak up and assassinate one.
Okay, go for it.
Did you assassinate? It's Achilles. Yeah.
Advantage. Sneak.
On sneak, it's gonna be a 25.
That hits.
And it like deals dumb.
It deals dumb.
That's auto crit, so it's gonna be with my black short sword. So 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 11. That's gonna be an auto 20. And then one more.
This is nasty.
You need more d6s?
Actually, I'm gonna need all of these.
You do 12s now.
Oh my god.
What are d12?
Of course, it's D12.
What about your sneak
Sneak
attack?
attack. Look at sneak attack.
Your sneak
Huh?
attack damage.
Don't forget sneak attack damage.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
I was gonna roll that next, but I'll just roll it now.
Roll
Roll all of it.
Once.
Okay, right here.
Oh my god.
That's
That's not as bad as Puck.
No, that's her stuff is done.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's too many dice.
Yeah.
I don't like this. That's dangerous.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29 plus 12, that's going to be a 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. 51, that's going to be 62.
Oh my god.
No, it's 82.
82?
20.
Yep.
82 points of damage.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
it falls dead.
I told you I wanted to kill something.
Irene, you're next.
Oh, I'm gonna hide.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide after just killing one of these
Disengage.
things.
You're gonna look for the biggest boulder.
Jesus.
As long as I stay behind it. you get it.
After that impressive hit, the other Cyclops is how far away from us?
It's about 10 feet away from you right now.
Oh, sweet, fun. No,
You see what happens when I gets to kill something first?
I'm not.
Alright.
Not bad.
I'm going to cast Shatter at it.
Okay, go ahead.
I have to
Okay.
play those because
So, it has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Aren't you glad you're
2.
I'm gonna use 3d8. Wowzers, that's great. And then let's see.
2 points of damage.
Oh my god. Yeah, 17. Yes. And it has no. Yeah, no. 17 damage.
All right, so as you cast Shatter, you see it kind of stop. You see it just kind of, its eye roll back in its head and it falls down dead.
That was easy.
I don't like that. I shouldn't be able to kill things. This is a bad sign.
I walk
5 points of damage in here.
I walk up to the Cyclops that just went down. Are we still
Are
in
we?
initiative?
No, we're out of initiative.
Okay,
I walk up
so
to the Cyclops that just went down, put my hands on it, and run an Arcana check. That went down way too easy.
I run towards the
It's a
sheep.
Cyclops.
Well,
I kick it.
I like to walk to the
I'm
little
gonna check his
Cyclops,
pockets.
and I was gonna do the same thing.
What?
I was gonna do investigation check on the body.
It has linen cloth on it, no weapons.
I kick the body.
What's wrong with you?
I run up to the sheep.
Now that you've done killing off all the sheep herders,
I shoot a sheep.
try to figure out how to get out of here.
Let's go to the sheep. I have a feeling it's something to do with the sheep.
We're not gonna make it to
We
the
can't make it to the sheep.
My arrow landed
I
right
don't
in
know.
front
We
of the
see
sheep.
they could have been some sort of gatekeeper.
Maybe.
I'm gonna search the body of the one that I killed.
You just.
It
We just
has
said-
a loincloth and no weapon.
I cut his beard off.
I run up to the sheep. Like, I am dashing up to the sheep.
You get about halfway there, but you can't seem to get to them.
I'm still running.
Fly to the sheep.
Wait.
I tried that.
No, have you flown to the sheep?
I tried to fly to the sheep.
Remember to stay right up there.
So maybe we just need to try to keep going backwards and try to get out of this time loop. Or is there any other way?
They'll come back if we go back.
We're stuck in a time loop.
We don't know.
I'll put the direction of
check
where the
that.
sheep are at.
Hey guys, let's go through the path one more time.
Alright, let's try it.
Okay, do you all take the pathway back?
Yeah.
All right, it curves back and forth, back and forth. It opens up into a wide open field, and as you look over, there are two Cyclops that are standing there.
I knew it!
As you walk in, the two Cyclops look at each other, look at you, turn towards each other,
I
do
shoot
rock,
one.
paper, scissors.
I throw
I
scissors.
shoot one.
One of them bows its head, walks over towards the center of the field, picks up about a 2-foot boulder, chunks it down the middle of the field,
Make paper.
takes a couple steps back and looks at you.
I'm gonna
Make
walk the
paper.
opposite direction away from them.
Is there a rock on the ground?
There are multiple rocks all over the
I'm
ground.
gonna pick up a rock and throw it the same direction as the boulder.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Oh, God, I'm so good at these.
Oh dear God, no.
You won 18!
What did you roll?
I rolled an eight, is that the 18?
It was a 19 on the
die.
die.
So it's an 18.
An 18? All right, so as you find a decent sized boulder, your spindly frame, you kind of pick this thing up and you hurl it and it goes about 50 feet
Guys,
and
I think
lands.
we're in a bad dimension. How exactly?
I get it. We gotta reach his throw.
Oh!
We both will pick up a boulder, I bet you.
Yep, I go pick up a boulder.
I'll go pick up a boulder.
Okay?
I'm using my athletics and I'm throwing it.
Give me
My
strength
strength.
checks.
Ah, damn it. Well,
Jesus.
28.
Shit. Okay, 20 more.
All right. So Eldritch, you pick up this rock, you put it on your shoulder, you take it running, you hurl it down, it goes about 75, 80 feet, rolls a couple extra feet, but stops, doesn't quite make it past his.
Come on, man.
Mountain,
I had 28. Pretty confident.
you find a decent sized rock, you pick it up, you take about 3 steps, you hurl it down. This rock just sails through the air,
it's so
lands about 5 feet short of the giants, rolls just past their
Nice.
roll. At this point, as you're all looking down, you see the giant rock that the Cyclops had thrown breaks in half, and you see something glittering in
I
the
run
inside.
towards it.
I
Open
dash.
the door. Let's go.
I dash. I run
Oh,
towards
yeah.
it.
Yep.
Run towards it.
All right. What's your movement?
Mine?
No, Thea.
35?
What's your movement?
30.
What's your movement?
100. Or if dashing.
What's your regular
45.
movement?
35. 35.
Okay, both you and Thea, Adra and Thea, both get there at the same time. You do see
First.
that in the center of this boulder, there is what looks like some kind of like topaz stone.
Should I touch it?
I touched
I feel
it.
like we shouldn't touch it. I kind of
Never mind.
You shouldn't touch it.
You reach down, Thea, you pick up this topaz stone, nothing happens.
I'll look at it and try to see if there's anything like unnatural about it.
No.
Okay, maybe if we go back through the path with it, maybe we
Have we
can
caught
get
up
out.
with it?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
all finally make it out there to him.
Well, wait, last time we couldn't make it to the boulder.
Why don't we all touch it?
Yeah.
So maybe we can get out now.
Is it a portkey?
Well,
Maybe we
was
need it.
You
Let
know
me-
the books, don't you?
sapphire.
Let me see
I'm not
it.
that dumb.
There's a topaz.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
nothing magical about it. Okay, let's
Can I
go
see
let's
it?
go down that way.
Well, hang on, he wants
You
to
didn't run a
learn.
crowd
He
check.
wants
You
to
didn't run a
learn
crowd
No,
crowd
I
check.
check.
Let him run a
see.
crowd check. Let him run a crowd check.
I guess.
I'm a wizard.
Me too. I am one of these.
No, you're not.
He breaks it.
I pick you up.
Okay.
He's too crazy.
Arcana check.
Yeah.
27.
You sense that there is a strong sense of arcana deep within inside this,
Ooh. What? Take sure to touch
Deep,
it.
deep inside it.
like hidden.
Can I tell of what variety?
No.
Hey, Rock.
I said we
No!
walk to the back to the path with it. I bet
Pink
we'll-
girl all the way to the
we'll
center of
reverse.
it.
Yeah, my work, it's magic.
Oh.
No, don't tamper with it until we can walk through with it.
We walk through with it first.
Yeah.
We walk with the stone back through the doorway that we came originally through.
Do all of you go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before I go though, I walk up to the Cyclops and I hold out my hand.
You might.
Nothing happens.
No, and I'm like,
I grab him.
Come on, Mountain.
I'm like,
He wants to
I'm-
say
I'm-
the game.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Look,
just be
okay.
nice.
Found look a pretty stone.
I'm not that. I'm not the rock. I'm not the rock. No.
Sure, goblin.
I try and push him just to get him to the pathway. with
Okay,
us.
do you all go to the pathway now?
Yes.
We all
Alright,
go through
as
the
you make
stone.
your way back to the pathway, it curves back and forth, and as you come to the entrance, you find yourself back at the sundial.
Oh my god!
Wait.
There are shadows on A, D, and F.
Oh my.
I'm going to go straight walking through E. Sean, you guys,
Hey, point the stone to the shadows.
Or put it.
Ooh,
Is
yeah.
there a place on the sundial for it? Maybe?
No,
No.
Just point
you
the
don't
stone
see
to
it.
the
You don't
shadows.
see a spot to put it. No.
Just point the stone. Maybe
I
the
point
stone
the
below.
stone to the shadow. To A.
Huh?
You
I
point-
point the stone, the topaz stone, to the shadow of that on A.
Okay.
Anything happen?
And I go walk around back to D.
Nope.
F.
Nope.
Okay.
Maybe we have to collect 3 stones.
I'm walking through E.
Oh
my
Just
god.
going.
We have to collect stones.
I'm going
That
through E.
part would be.
Wait, hold on, Buck.
I'm walking through E.
I follow.
All right. So Puck just goes deuces, turns around and starts walking off.
I run after him.
I follow.
We all follow through E. We all follow. Huh?
Okay, you all follow through
I
E.
am the group.
It winds back and forth and back and forth, and it opens up into a wide open sundial. This time there are shadows on B, D, F, and H.
Oh my god, there's more.
And H.
I saw yours.
Now try your little trinket trick.
What the? It's
You know
making
what?
an X.
We come out from E.
No. Take this. Why don't you
I
find
think
those
we need
colors
to get
somehow?
shadows
Instead
in
like
all
this.
4 pathways. Or
Wait, you need to get shadows in all 4
That's
pathways. Well, no, they're all.
8, all eight pathways.
Oh yeah.
I think we need shadows in all 8. Maybe
Okay,
that
what's not lit up right now?
We need
A,
C.
C, G, G.
Wait, is this spelling anything?
Can I see
Those
your,
are-
can I
that's
see the
music.
little stone, please?
Age.
I'm gonna take the stone and I'm
Does
gonna
it
walk
need-
before each entrance with it and see if it does anything.
No.
I'm gonna hand it back to Thea. So that stone got us out of that.
Let's go through A. Let's find out if that goes anywhere.
Whatever it's supposed to
You
go
just
through
can't
each
wait.
hallway, it's alphabetical
No, we
order.
came through E.
Wait,
Yeah.
there's 8
Well,
of us.
yeah.
Is there anything on the
Yeah.
sun? The sundial is just pointing in those 4 directions, correct?
I already figured it out.
The sundial is pointing in those 4 directions?
No, the sundial is still pointing at A. It's just the shadows,
The shadows.
are facing out.
So the sun,
Alright.
the sundial's pointing towards A. It's always been pointing towards A.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, this may be a bad idea. But there's 8 pathways and 8 of us.
No.
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 Isn't it?
No.
No. I mean, we're good.
What's the number one rule in D&D?
don't set the party.
And what do you?
What is it?
However,
No, there's no however to
you
this.
want us to do.
I walk down
So-
C.
You want to see?
It would be smart for them
I
to
follow
want
the
us-
mountain.
I'm gonna
I
follow
go straight
the
on
mountain.
A.
I'm walking down G. Screw it. I'm a tank. I'm walking down G.
I'm walking down C. You're
Going
walking
with
down
C.
G.
I'm following.
I'm
Where do you
following.
go?
I'm going G.
No.
I'm following. Oh,
I already put it. He's right here.
I guess I'll go back down E.
God damn it! This thing says opposite!
Pathway up!
well, if everyone's going to different directions.
I'm gonna follow the mountain, why not?
Yay.
Okay, so as you all make your way down the different pathways,
Oh my god, it's
you find that it winds back and forth, back and forth. All of you end up back at this sundial facing each other.
That could have gone a lot worse.
We need to be all together, we need to decide a
What
path.
if we, wait, what if we all take a path? That's what I'm saying. I'll just take a path.
6, 7, 8.
That's what I'm saying. We all take one path, we'll see what
I
happens.
don't like
That's what we
that,
just did,
though.
basically.
No, we didn't. No,
we didn't split up
Let's head down
entirely.
B.
But,
Yeah, B.
I start heading down B.
fine, okay, I follow the
I
mountain.
already tried that.
Follow us down B.
Let's go down.
I'm going down B.
We all go down B.
I guess.
All right, so you all go down B.
My hand hurts.
The path twists and
I
turns,
don't
twists
understand
and
this.
turns.
I don't.
You find yourself at an opening.
Oh, look at that nerd.
It opens up into a lake with a gazebo out in the middle. You see a man in a robe sitting Indian style
Ooh.
at the middle, inside the gazebo. He looks up and goes, "Oh, come please."
I approach.
So I go up to him. We all go.
Do I? Is he wearing red wizard garb?
No, he's in a brown outfit, very plain, very
I
dull.
can tell he's a monk.
Monk.
He's a monk guy.
So do you all make your way out to the gazebo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's first we've seen.
He goes, "Please, everybody sit. Please rest.
I sit down.
Sure.
I don't trust
I
this.
ask him his name.
My name is Dao."
Yeah.
I'm going to get
Would you happen to have any tea?
As a matter of fact, I was bringing some right now.
I would love
He pulls some herbs out of his little pouch, and he opens the top of the teapot, boiling water. He sprinkles them into a little stipend, or a little thing, a dipper, and he starts dipping it. And he puts it down into the boiling water, puts the lid on, and goes, "Tea will be ready shortly."
How long has he been here?
For a long time. But that's
Why?
probably going to change.
Why do you think that's going to change, and why are you here to begin with?
Suddenly, you see him do this in front of you.
Oh.
You hear him mumble some words. The next thing you know, walls of stone surround the gazebo. And across the roof of the gazebo, he reaches down, touches the water, and disappears.
Great.
Naturally.
We have the
I do
fire.
Is the
Arcana
tea still
check.
steeping?
Yes.
The tea is now starting to boil, and as this steam is coming up out of the teapot, I need everyone to give me an intelligence check.
Oh no.
I'm not good at this.
20.
14.
Did you get your 20 club?
Man.
The Nike bubble.
15 plus.
What were we rolling for?
Intelligence.
21.
Who rolled the highest?
23.
23?
21.
Puck, you being around and the various places you have been, there is a distinct smell that you know this comes from. It's called Drake's wort.
Oh
It is poisonous when mixed with water and boiled.
Oh,
I need everyone to roll me a
And I got rid of
Constitution saving throw.
And I'm gonna say, it's like, watch out, that's poison.
I got rid of that.
Aww.
Okay. Who rolled higher than 13?
Yeah!
Who rolled less than 13?
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1?
It's
What'd you roll? I rolled a 1.
no 8.
You rolled a 1?
You didn't dimension
I
Thea.
Yes.
Thea first.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, come on,
You take 18 points of poison damage.
Okie dokie.
You take 9 points of poison damage. The rest of you are unaffected at this point, but the room is slowly starting to fill with this poisonous gas from the ceiling coming
I'm
down.
gonna disintegrate the pot.
You're going to disintegrate the pot?
You can disintegrate pots?
Alright, so as you cast disintegrate, I need you to roll for damage, please.
Oh!
Damn it, it's
Someone get ready to
not
cast
pretty.
destroy water.
As soon as the pot breaks, I cast destroy water.
So that's gonna be
If the pot
10d6 plus 40.
Wait, what?
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 10d6 plus 40.
Oh.
Jesus!
Plus 40?
Yep.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Do you need more, my friend?
Disintegrate.
Here, take 4.
No.
I mean,
10d6 and it's automatic 40 on top of that.
I heard plus 4. Like,
Oh!
It's done. Yeah.
That kettle is dust.
and if it isn't, I'm gonna be very surprised.
Can you cast that on someone?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can.
What was this? Oh, you just got this.
The wicked witch. He's gonna
Go on to scared of a lot more people than the original.
So 42 on the roll plus the 40, so that's 82 on that pot.
We're just destroying shit.
Pot.
We're just destroying everything.
This one. I think I'm okay.
I'm sitting down Indian style holding a cup. And
Well,
I'm
it's not
just
gonna
like,
boil anymore, is it?
Aw.
No.
Alright, so as you cast disintegrate, make sure you mark it off your sheet, please.
Yep.
You notice that the pot does not completely disintegrate, but it does actually get to the point to where water starts seeping out of it onto the fire, causing more steam and more.
I cast destroy water.
Okay, you both mark it off your sheets, both of you at the same time. Y'all both cast it at the same time. There is still gas inside the chamber. I need everyone to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Not 20, total 26.
Artificial 20.
19, 15.
Wow!
23.
Better than nothing.
Anybody less than 13?
Hey, fun one. Poison person. How did you miss that?
Hey.
Isn't that ironic?
I mean, she did explore her
Okay,
face or the
anybody, who rolled less?
12.
Okay, you both take 15 points of poison damage.
How am I still alive with the zombie?
I start walking up to the walls and start filling the stone, see if I can find anything like.
It's solid stone.
Hey, no!
So what's underneath this stone?
It's stone.
Hmm?
What is underneath this?
There was water, but now there's stone.
Stone?
I investigate the stone to see how thick it is.
You know it's probably roughly about, I don't want to lie, but however, I'm going to say it's like 25, 30 inches.
Is it
Oh.
cracking? Does it have cracks and crevices or is it?
No, it's about, you can tell the stone is only about 6 inches deep, or 6 inches.
6 inches.
Is it porous? Is it got cracks and crevices or is
No, it's solid.
it solid?
Hold on.
I have stone. I know. Shattered.
Hold on. Hold on.
Maybe
Where is it?
shattering could
Where
work,
is
but I don't
It's
know.
Where is it?
It worked last
You can
time.
conform
Last
to
time I
as the
was-
steam dissipated or rose up.
Oh, no, it's still inside, because you're sealed
Try
inside
something.
this tomb.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Can
try
anybody
something.
contain that gas?
I'm gonna try something. I cast stone shape on the wall,
What?
creating a door.
Okay.
Oh my.
How deep does that go?
So it goes 5 feet.
Yeah. So how big of a hole do you want to make?
Just big enough for the mountain to get through.
There you go.
All right. So as you cast the spell, everybody give me one last con save.
I fell this time.
Thanks.
Yeah.
God.
21.
Thank God.
Oh my god! I got a 19.
7.
14.
Well, with the hole, it vented some of it out, so you only take 5 points of damage.
Okay, I'm at 31.
Steady at 50.
Did you seriously roll
I
10?
failed again. I rolled a 6, I think.
As you pierce it, you do hear a crack behind you,
I jump through the hole.
Okay, you jump out into the water.
Everybody out.
Whatever he opened the door, yeah, I jumped through it.
As you hear a crack, nobody wants to. Okay.
I turn around and look at the crack. I'm not jumping the wall. I turn around and look at the crack.
I'm asking.
I turn around and look at the
I'm
crack.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still
Okay, as you hear a crack behind you, as you turn around, you see that the kettle has actually cracked itself in half, and there's something glittery and shiny.
I'll run up and grab it.
Oh, still there.
What is it?
It just, okay.
What is it?
It's a jade stone.
Ooh.
So
Wait,
you were right. We have to
Topaz?
I run up to Eldritch, seeing he has
I put my hand on his forehead.
I jump, trying to grab it.
I fly over and try to grab
You
it.
know it's magical.
I know, but I want to know how magical.
The other
So
stone
you
is-
fly back into the little hut?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a con save.
Yeah, you're flying in there. You realize the gas on the top.
Nope.
No, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it.
That's
No, no, no,
You
no.
take 3 points of poison damage.
Okay.
That's
I
right.
can
You put
do-
touch them together and they go boom. At least I can do the damage.
How
I
can
can
we
do it.
get
How about we get out of
Why
this
don't you
place?
get out one through the
Okay.
back? It's something that's
And I
close
throw
to
you
there, you
some.
handle it. That's what I want to
I have the stone and I'm a little too excited about this.
Okay,
What if
the
he dropped
only
it?
way out of this stone now is to swim in the water back to shore.
Who needs to swim? I fly.
I'm doing
Who needs to swim?
I swim
Water
back
walk.
to the wall, to the floor.
I just walk on
How
water.
far away
All
is
right, Cat, mark that off. Mark, make sure you mark that off.
Oh, is it Misty Steppable?
It's about 100 feet to shore, so.
I can't quite Misty Step. Can I Dimension Door?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll Dim Door.
Oh, no.
Who do
Why
you
are
take
guys
with you?
swimming?
Do you take everybody with you or by
I
yourself?
take everyone with me.
There we go.
But me, because I already jumped.
The bugbear's already jumped in. The bugbear's swimming. You dimension door to the shore, and
I wave at him.
bugbear. So as y'all sit there and wait a couple minutes, the bugbear makes it to shore.
Wait, before it gets to shore, I take my rope, I throw in the water like I'm fishing for bugbear.
While he's fishing for bugbear, it's like, that one stone is jade. What's the stone, the other stone?
Topaz.
So we have
Topaz.
Perhaps we put them together, maybe?
Whoa.
No, not yet, not
Hold
yet.
on.
Maybe not yet.
Or comma check.
Jade.
touch them.
17.
Same thing as the other stone.
Has every single person touched each stone? Maybe something will happen different if
Maybe when you,
people touch it.
Don't know how many
Can I
stones we need.
see the
there's 8
topaz?
pathways, we might have to find 8.
Let's see if the
Maybe
bugbear,
we
let's
don't
get the
wanna-
bugbear out from his back and let's get going.
Agreed.
Okay, so the pathway you came in on is right in front of you.
You go
Let's
through.
go.
Go through.
All right, so as you walk back through,
I wonder how Dal is.
It's probably dead.
as you walk back through, it winds back and forth, back and forth. You find your way back to the sundial.
Yay!
It's your boy.
Has it changed?
There is a shadow on B, D, F, and H.
So that's what changed.
Alright.
Let's
Now,
go.
we went down B the last time.
Let's go.
Well, we got 2 stones.
Who did the stone from last time?
A.
Okay. Well, that was back ago. We can't use the same one again.
Before
Wait.
H.
Use the first.
What I'm saying is,
Why did we go through C?
No, we went through C.
Hold on. Let's listen to what he says.
Okay.
I'm just saying, take both the stones just by chance and go around
I got it.
the sundial again.
Okay, now hang on.
But what I'm
We-
thinking is there's some significance to the stones into the ground. It's a gem, right?
Why don't we just, we went through A
Holding
and
the
we got
jade,
1
I
stone.
walk up to the
We went
sundial.
through B, we got another stone. What if he goes through C?
We went to C.
In order,
No, it was B.
it was B.
Okay.
So what if we just go through alphabetical order and go through C, and we probably get another stone. Alright, let's try.
Let's figure that out, but give me
Okay,
1
I'll
second.
see.
I take the jade and holding it, I walk and touch the sundial to try and sense the arcana of both of them to see if they are at all similar.
As you touch the sundial, you notice that the shadows move closer to it. Just by a little bit.
Okay,
The
so
stones.
In,
Go touch the stone to it.
can I see the topaz?
I walk to the other side and I touch it. I'll bet it.
Okay, so you're holding the topaz, you're holding the jade. As each of you touch the sundial, it moves the shadows move a little bit closer to the sundial.
alright. So we need to get all of them. You need
Wait,
to all hold one.
Is it a column on sundial or is it just kind of low to the ground?
It's like it's on a pedestal.
What if you touch the stones of sundial? See how close they get.
Why don't we just stand on the sundial?
That's why I asked her
Instead
to
of
do.
touching the stone to the sundial with my hand holding it, I use mage hand to hold the jade. Step back like 20 feet.
As you take your hand off the sundial, you notice the shadows move back out.
All right. Using mage hand, I touch the jade to the sundial.
Nothing happens.
So it has to go through someone.
Yeah. Alright, let's find the stones we need, because we need a couple more.
Come on.
To C.
We head down
Here we
C.
go.
Okay, we head down C.
No, just
I think we should head. I think we need to go with the
I'll
shadows.
be the
Rat.
marker. I'll be the marker.
We'll go alphabet, and if that doesn't work, we'll follow the shot.
Probably be the shadows rat.
No.
Let's go through this.
Why don't we?
I know, we're going to
Wait, what are we gonna say, Ari?
Well, so here's what I'm thinking. We just fought somebody with the first name with D. Why don't we went through D because that's their name? We get the first initial of their name. No, yeah. Why don't we went through that or something like that? I'm just trying to think out loud
No,
here at this
because
point.
we fought the
Cyclops
the
and
Cyclops
everything.
and A.
And A, yeah, no, we fought him in A.
An A.
That was a
That
different path.
was the compact.
Well, though, to be fair, A had a shadow on it before we
That's what
got
I'm saying.
here.
Shadow, we gotta go with shadow. So let's,
I
So
hate
yeah,
this
let's
puzzle.
go with D. Let's go down D instead
let's
of
go
C.
with that D.
Yeah, we go down D.
Yeah, with shadows. Let's hit with the shadows rat.
All right, so you go down D.
Yeah.
All right, so as you go down D, the path winds left, right, back and forth. You come to an opening, and in front of you, you see a canopied pathway leading down with bright colored flowers on both sides.
I don't like this.
Alright, whoa.
At the opposite end, you see a bright, shiny stone.
Oh no.
Wait, how far is?
It's roughly 100 feet.
Alright.
Nope.
I have some ability because I'm going to. Well, corner card check on this. See if there's any magic.
Why?
I mean,
This is of course a very magical
I
list.
run one.
You run one. Of course you do. You do not.
5.
about as well as I expected. 23.
You do sense there is magic.
There's magic in you guys.
I'm gonna dash straight to the stone.
Really? Elbows in a cast can be
Wait,
nature.
this what's the show? Let me get some puzzles.
Okay, as you dash,
I hand you a ration.
I need you to do me a dexterity saving throw.
This should be good
Is
for
there magic
everyone.
plants or anything like that?
Go, Eldridge. We
Is it
got your
magic?
back.
It's advantage.
I got
Way
that.
back, yeah.
Alright. Dexterity?
I want your bow.
That is 28.
28, you pass.
Whoa.
As these
Oh, I know. I get that.
plants snap out at you, you're able to dodge,
I can.
duck, dodge, dive, and duck over the first half of them.
Nice.
You can dodge a wrench. You can
Do it one
dodge
more time for the second half.
9 plus 17.
You
That's
catch a plane, you can dodge a ball.
A lot.
6.
26, you're able to make it all the way to the other end. On a small pedestal in front of you, there is a pearl.
I grab the pearl.
Okay.
Dum-ba-dum-bum.
Topaz.
Dun dun dun
I got sprint all the way back.
Okay, again, dexterity saving throw as you're going back.
29.
You pass the first half, second half,
21. No, 22.
22.
13, yeah.
That's a fail.
Okay.
So you're going to take some damage on this one as these carnivorous type plants snap out at you.
Oh, did you have?
Oh, here's the show. Here's the show.
I can go through medical plants today.
You take 18 points
I'm just munching on a
of
ration.
piercing damage.
Use mage hand.
Give me a con save, please.
Constitution save.
Mhm.
11.
11. You are going to take poison damage, but only on this turn.
Okay.
You take 4 points of poison damage. And now you are holding the pearl.
14. How much poison damage should I take?
4.
110. I'm at 110.
Look up a stone.
You could do that.
You know why I did that, right?
Stone has a meaning, by the way. Like, stones,
It's more entertaining watching
clarity.
because you'll watch.
I'm like, you know how much this gambling debt can be paid off with this?
Not enough.
Wait, hold on. Let me poke.
Your brother's kind of dead.
We already know
because
they're all
of the
magical.
But I want to see if it's the same kind of
Snack
magical.
no.
I put it on your face.
Is it magical?
You sense the same type of magic that you sensed before.
Yay! Take the pearl ahead to you.
All
I
right.
have a feeling I'm gonna have to cut me. You're gonna have to take most of the damage.
I'm down to 32.
I mean, if there's another dex run, I can
Down to
definitely
32.
do
I'm
it.
still at 110.
Do you need a heal?
Okay, what do you want to do?
Head back down the path.
I need it.
Yep.
You need a heal?
I think we need a rest
everybody
when we get back to
needs
Well,
sundown.
I
Let's go.
I don't
Come on, let's
think we
get out
should
of this
rest,
maze.
We should
Yeah,
need a
that's-
rest.
We
do.
need a rest.
We need a rest.
All right, so as you make your
We're
way
wasting too much time.
as you make your way back out, the pathway goes to the left, goes to the right, goes to the left again. You appear back at the sundial.
And is it?
Okay, same situation.
There are shadows on B, D, F, and H.
Let's go to F. If our theory's
Wait,
right.
now, take this time to see how much closer it gets. Maybe push
Alright.
it, won't we push it down the sundial? What if the sundial is the way we
Why
supposed
don't we just send the people with the highest health go? I kind of do now. So do you.
I mean, I'm perfectly good. I haven't seen a single hit.
Look, I'm gonna go and investigate that sundial again. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask everybody to bring the gems in.
Oh yeah, I have the pearl, so.
Yeah, you guys go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go with the jade.
Okay, the three of you go in there. What do you do?
I touch it.
Touch.
As the three of you touch it, you notice that all of the shadows move even closer in
Where
Can
are
I
they?
tell to where?
towards the sundial.
Hey, Bugbat,
Well,
can you try to push and maneuver this sundial at all?
Oh god.
You need a hat.
Instead of trying to twist it, see if you can push it down. Everything seems to be going into this. Pick it up or push it down. See if you can lift it or move it in any way.
Oh my god, if there's a hole in the whole town, we'd be pissed.
I've used my athletics to do so.
Okay, I'm not. I
Makes
didn't ask you to roll for anything.
Yeah.
As you touch the sundial, the shadows move even closer to the sundial.
Everybody go touch sundial.
Yep, sure we do.
As you all touch the sundial, the shadows converge, making a dimension underneath you that all of you get just basically free fall straight down. You fall for what seems like forever, but as you softly land on the bright ground, you land at the foot of the sundial once more.
What?
This time there are shadows going down each of the pathways.
Oh no. Well,
Each pathway.
Each path.
every single pathway has a shadow.
I
now.
touch the sundial with the gem.
Nothing happens.
Guys, we should just,
I got shiny.
what if we just have to collect one gem out of each
Let's
corridor?
let's just
Let's
keep
go down
trying
C.
that.
Let's go down C.
Let's go down to
Let's go down C. We're gonna go down C.
Going down C?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So as you go down C, the pathway winds left, winds right,
Oh man.
winds left again. You find yourself at a field.
No.
As you walk out, there are two cyclops and some sheep down at the other end. The two cyclops slowly look over at you, look at each other, look at you again, face each other, play rock, paper, scissors. One of them loses, bows his head, walks over, picks up a small boulder, throws it down the field, looks over at you.
I walk up,
Everybody grab
I
something.
grab the boulder,
Alright guys.
and I look at Irene.
Yeah?
So help would be greatly
Oh.
appreciated.
Yeah, hey. Pop another perfect inspiration off on you, I guess. I'm chanting at you. I'm giving you like a cheerleader chant.
It's the
Yeah, basically I am the tiger's playing right now.
Out of sheer rage, I pick up a rock and just throw it at the
Secret day job.
Okay, can you give me a strength check?
Let's see if I actually make it.
Roll low this time.
21.
Yeah, 18.
With my perfect
18?
inspiration.
Okay, so Adri, you pick up this oversized rock, you hurl it down, it goes about 30 feet and just falls.
Okay.
The bugbear picks up another rock, hurls it down, it goes about 80 feet and falls short.
I try.
Inspiration.
Okay, fine.
I'm gonna try now.
Alright,
All week.
How many inspirations do you have left?
I have 3 more
Oh,
left.
save it, save it. I'm just gonna throw the rock.
Save him.
Fine.
Fine.
I did not throw the rock.
No.
Nat 20.
Plus your strength.
Plus strength.
23.
Huh?
23.
As you pick up a rock, you hurl it down.
She's got better on than you.
I find another rock.
I get the no.
It goes 90 feet and comes to a stop.
I pick up the Anto. And I throw the Anto.
It's not a rock.
I find another rock,
It's a rock, no.
and I do the same thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to use pin luck to give him a little extra help,
Okay.
so you can roll with advantage.
I wish we had like me cast something to make the rock.
Okay.
18.
You pick up the next rock. It goes about 60 feet.
What happens if you used to reach?
Hey,
Yeah,
no,
wait, I've got
wait a
an
minute.
idea. Wait, let me show you guys how to do this.
Oh no.
No, wait a minute.
I think
Wait,
I thought
time
you
out.
were saying
Time
something.
out.
Oh, are you gonna use telekinesis?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Wait,
use
I
a
might,
rock.
no, you might not have to do that. I might have a thing.
guys, I mean, they actually used shillelagh. It could have been +8.
We'll probably a good sized rock.
Okay, so you find a rock of good size.
Oh no, it's a good size for my hand, small, so I can get a good hurl on it. And I'm gonna fling it and then I'm gonna use it and I'm gonna point telekinesis and throw it as far as I can with that. Push it along.
Okay. What's the range on telekinesis?
The range on telekinesis is at least 60 feet minimum. So there's
Minimum
two.
60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so give me a strength check.
You know, only for 60 feet.
Come on, don't be lucky. 14.
What's the telekinesis?
You fall about 3 feet short.
I pick up the stone again.
Do we need
I
to
think
do
about
And
that?
I just with my inner rage, I chunk as hard as I freaking can, cussing at everybody in the group.
I
Hey,
do.
look at it. It's right there. Try
That
again.
might
Try
Wait,
again. Try
Try
one more
again.
again.
24.
I kind of like give you a little
24?
wink. No,
Yeah.
wait.
It rolls dead even, but does not.
24.
Oh,
325 or higher.
I pick up one. I gave him a little wink, wink,
I give him
nudge.
a nudge, nudge. All right.
I thought I said wrong.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
I might not. Did 23.
And I'm going to give it that little extra oomph.
With ease, this thing flies. Okay, so all of you see the mountain throw this rock. It goes about halfway. Then all of a sudden you see it just kind of like turbo jet. Even faster. It flies, and I mean it flies all the way down, is almost out of sight before it hits.
Now that's how you throw a rock.
That's 3 tries.
The rock in the middle
I dashed towards it.
breaks open, and you see there's a stone.
Someone go get that.
I
Don't
already
fight.
dashed towards it. Yeah, I dashed towards it.
Yeah.
I just a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge as well.
No.
Same color stuff.
Okay, so as you get down there, you find a topaz.
I picked it up and I put another pocket.
Hang on.
Now we have 2.
Blue.
And I dashed towards the door.
I
Guys, let's go! Go,
I
go, go,
don't
go,
think
go,
we should have
go.
the same. No, we shouldn't have
Look
the
at the
same
stone
stone.
runner.
If we don't,
Yeah.
if we
Yeah,
do
no.
have the same stones,
We have 2 blues now. Okay.
What color is yours? Red?
Topaz is orange.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a pearl.
Topaz
Pearl
is
is
green.
white.
Right,
Yellow.
orange.
And jade is
That's about
green.
blue.
I have a
Topaz
green.
is
We
yellow.
have a jade.
Sapphire is
We
blue.
have a pearl. We've got 2 topazes.
You can get someone for a day.
Okay.
Alright, so let's keep, okay, according to necklace color, let's keep track of that. So give the jade to her.
Okay.
So we'll just keep
Just
track of
pearl.
that.
No.
You get a topaz.
But here's the thing, we have a pearl. Pearl is a white color.
Who has white?
No one has white in the party.
My cloak is white, woman.
they're just.
Child.
No.
Let's just go back.
We're reading
Let's
too
go.
deep into
Come on.
this. We're
Okay,
reading
we
way
go
too
back
deep
to
into
C.
it.
The door
I'm telling you,
to
this
C.
In
field.
too deep.
I kick an arrow when we go in there, and I stab it in front of C. Boom! As we get back. When we get back to
Okay,
the-
so as you make your way back down the path, it winds back and forth, left and to the right. You make your way to the middle, and there is the sundial shadows on all of the pathways.
I stab it to the door we walked. We just came back to the path. I stab an arrow there.
E?
Mark it like that's where you went down.
E? E?
Let's go E.
We head down E.
E.
So we get a different color.
A. B.
C, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Wait, stop. Hold on before you take off down the pathway.
Wait,
Why
Okay,
does it have
before
to
we
sound
get
Let's
down.
keep going.
You're a stone.
take all the gems back to the central thing and see what happens.
Yeah, hang on.
We haven't done that to the sundial yet.
Yeah, you guys take care. I gotta run the rest of my character.
Here, just gotta take a leak. Great.
Negotiate to do all your
I was trying to hold till break.
Okay. I guess, like, go up
Sorry.
pedestal.
So I have to
How,
take
much,
that.
how big is it? Oh, the topaz is.
Well, there's, hold on. So as you reach for the topaz, you only found one.
I knew it!
Yeah, okay.
It's all right.
How big is
It's
it
all
though?
right.
It's about the size of your fist.
It's the only
I
way to
can
get
punch
it
something
out.
with this.
Touch the damn sundial.
I touched the damn sundial.
Nothing
I-
happens.
Touch the sundial.
I touch it and hold it in my hand.
Nothing happens.
Okay,
lick
cool.
I just walk.
We probably all need the gems for it to actually do something.
I just walk
You're a
towards
gem.
you.
Which way is
I
my
just-
shadow going?
I just walk
That's
towards you.
very cute.
It's going on late afternoon, so it's away from the sun.
So,
So much
I don't have a shadow pointing in any particular direction on them.
It'd be probably pointing towards like E or F.
I took off toward E already.
Yeah, I follow.
I guess we go.
Okay, I guess it is.
Who's that called?
Go to E.
Yeah.
All right. So you enter this.
No.
It winds left, winds right. As you come out,
I turn around and walk back.
I assassinate him immediately.
Whoa, we don't even.
No, we don't even walk.
We
Don't even walk
We
in.
don't
We
even
turn
walk
around.
in. We don't even walk in.
all right. So as you see this lake, all of you immediately turn around and walk back.
No.
Nope. Yes.
Yes.
I grabbed him and forced him to come with us.
Agreed.
All right. So as you turn around, you walk back to the left, walk back to the right. As you come to an opening, you see a lake in front of you.
Okay. So
I walk up.
There's a pattern.
No.
I assassinate.
Listen.
Wait, 1 second.
I walk up. I walk up to the man.
You just go all
I
my.
walk up to the teapot. I pick it up. I just walk back. I
Okay.
ignore him. I grab it. I start walking. back to the
off
group.
the bridge.
Okay.
I don't.
I have it.
Break it.
Break it. Chuck it.
I set it down.
Oh no.
I pull out my fat great sword.
I
Wait, why? Just.
I walk like 10 feet back.
And
They're
I
gonna
smash.
Okay. Roll for damage.
Roll for damage on the teapot.
That's the first thing we've done all night right there, probably.
Watch it not work.
I'm gonna be so mad.
14.
Yeah, it breaks right in half.
Is there a jump
Okay, I
stone?
broke it.
As it breaks open on the inside, you do see that there is a jade gemstone.
Mine! Pick it up.
Alright.
I'm holding onto his hand.
I take the lead.
Put him under.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. We walk back to the door.
There must be a pattern.
All right,
Take
you
it out and
walk.
I stick it there.
You walk back through the door. You make your way back to the sundial. There are shadows on all of the
There is a pattern.
pathways.
Let's go to
We
F.
haven't
We haven't
gone
gone
to
to F.
F, G, or H. Alright, let's go.
Have we tried messing with the sundial? Like last
Yeah,
no,
we
no,
did.
no, just walk it towards
No,
us.
we
Just,
did-
let's
because-
collect all of them.
Wait.
Let's go touch the sundial one more time.
The last time all the shadows came into the sundial.
Oh,
We
maybe they're all
started
going out
over.
now.
Everyone, let's stand back on it.
We all gather around the sundial and touch it.
Alright.
All right, you all touch the sundial. You do notice that all of the shadows do slowly move towards the tower.
Which direction is the tower?
The big black thing at the opposite
You mean the
side.
sundial then?
Right here. It moves this way. Oh. To A! Let's go to A.
I'm not even gonna go. What if it's not the right one?
And then we wind it back here. That's all that happens. Alright?
I mean,
Let's
you
just
could
try
stay
it.
here.
I mean, we could go through F, because that's where the last shadow was at.
I'm off.
And H.
Done it. I'm gonna try it.
They're all
Okay,
there.
Puff takes down. Puff take the puff.
Here we
Follow
go.
us back.
I'm
Look,
following.
back here. I'm trying to convince you. Just
Okay.
follow us.
Go.
Or we wind it back here, then we move that to F. Okay?
Okay.
We go to all the way.
All right, so as you make your way through A, this is probably the longest straight pathway that y'all have had so far. It comes to a dead end. Just a hedge right there in front of you.
See, what I tell ya?
Oh, you're the
I
drill
push
push.
the hedge.
We need all the
As you
stones.
push the hedge, y'all notice that as soon as Belantio touches the hedge, he disappears.
I touch the hedge.
Where did I go?
Adra disappears.
Touch
Ah,
the
touch
hedge.
it! Why
Irene
not?
disappears.
I touch the hedge.
I follow Irene.
All right. Does everybody touch the hedge?
Everybody
Yeah.
touch
We're
the
going over there.
I grabbed the edge, touch the hedge.
All right. So, as you all touch the hedges, you all
We all
We're in the
Die.
fire.
find yourself.
It's the plane of fire.
Oh, did you bandage us again?
It's
I told her
the
to let the
13th
party.
Flame.
You never said that.
Because we're
You
going
only
down,
say
down,
that.
down, burning ring of fire.
You all find yourself at the base of the tower.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God.
Oh my God.
We're at the base of the tower.
Is the dragon there?
No, the dragon's gone.
Okay,
Well,
is
let's
that
go inside then.
It's becoming nighttime now. It is getting dark. And folks, that's where we're going to take a break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Hang loose.
Oh, thank you.
Urban Rangers.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
Woo!
All right, group.
Oh boy.
So as you're making your way up towards the tower, as you prepare to step off the garden path and into the front entryway of the tower, a human male dressed in a black robe stands on the balcony up above you,
Is it Dow?
waving something over his head. It's hard to make out details from this distance, but it might be a blue mask. Heroes!
Guy.
They saw you from the village!
No.
I've taken the mask!
I cast a message to him and just say,
But the...
I cast a message and say, don't yell, tell me, and I'll let them know.
Finish.
Okay! And he turns around and runs back in.
Alright.
That's how you build it.
We gotta
I want
go.
him to alert our presence even more.
Well,
They,
I mean, if he was only 1 second.
He already knows that they don't know we're here.
Alright, so on the ground in front of you, you do see that there is a ring of stone that is right in front of the entrance. There doesn't seem to be a door, just this ring of stone.
I'm gonna investigate the room
Because you don't still.
because, you know, rocks. 14.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that they were put in a very specific order.
Okay. I'm gonna go investigate the stones. As a druid, is there any way I would know if a certain kind of arrangement means something? Like kind of doorways?
Give me an
portals?
intelligence check.
15?
You've seen similar things in the forest that if you make a ring like with stone or with leaves, it can be like for teleport to different areas.
I'm gonna grab the child.
Wait,
What?
hold on a second.
It's teleport circle.
All right, well, hold on a second. We don't know exactly where this is going to go. This is a perfect moment right now because we know we
I mean,
have
she
to
was
hurry.
the next
Wait.
door.
Let's heal up a little bit with other potions and what we can. If we can do
Yeah.
something to heal up before we go on to the next unknown.
Before I forget, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who hasn't taken damage right now?
I'm good.
You're good? Okay,
I'm
cool.
good, dude.
So then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing at 3rd level. And you guys are gonna be getting 3 d8s because I'm casting at 3rd level.
Alright.
I'll get 3d8s.
Because I'm gonna heal y'all up right now. Oh boy. Not bad. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus my spell casting mod, which is plus 5, so that's gonna be,
16.
Yeah, 16, there it is.
So each of you get healed for 16 points of damage.
And so, as I'm looking at these people, who looks like they're the worst off the way right
I need a nap.
Shove it up.
now? We give him 2 of the basic healing potions right now.
Right, we have those.
I know, but I also need some higher level spells. That's
No,
the
you, everybody has them.
No, go try it, go time, go now, on my first one.
Because if that guy's got the map, they're going to know he's got it. We got to get in there quick.
I walk to the stone
How about
circle,
for you?
just standing on the outside, put my hand on it, use an Arcana check to see if I,
Yeah,
No.
a strong sense of Arcana.
would I be able to tell if it's going anywhere? If the teleport's going to take us anywhere?
Yeah, it'll take you somewhere.
I step in the middle of the teleport ring, let's go.
I just jumped
All
in
right.
after it.
As Eldritch steps into this ring, he disappears.
I do the same.
I just got it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll walk in.
Yeah.
I put my ear up.
Well, our ring. Take my hand, love. Let's go.
Okay.
Adra,
All right.
and we all walk in.
Great.
Okay, has everybody gone in now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you all make your way in. Eldritch, you're the first one to come out of this teleport.
What do I see?
Basically, what you see is you see a room, and inside this room, the walls of this chamber bear exotic geometrical shapes, representing feathers, eagles, snakes, all rendered in a style you've never seen before. On one side of the room, a human female is sprawled face down in a pool of blood.
Oh.
She is dressed like a high-ranking member of the cult of the dragon.
Yikes.
This bitch be dead.
I'm okay with this.
Is that Sarah?
I don't know.
Kind of
Let's turn
investigate, see
around.
how long she's been
Hey, turn
dead.
her around.
They
That's
they
Sarah.
just came in after me right now? Disappeared?
Huh?
Have they disappeared with me yet?
Yeah, they have all appeared inside the room with you.
What'd you
Do
do?
your thing. I didn't do nothing this time. You see an arrow in her?
I pull my greatsword out and I cautiously walk up to the body.
Do I recognize the body from this distance?
No, because it was such a quick talk that you didn't get to see a face.
I'm gonna go up to the body and see how long it's been dead.
Is it left fresh?
It's been dead for quite a while.
I roll the body over.
Does she have anything
Okay.
magical, like a key, a cave? Hello.
I start, patting her down.
So where are we?
I start looking for other doors.
So basically,
There
where
are
are you
no
again?
doors out of this place.
That wasn't me. Anyway, yeah.
Wait, there's no way out.
I search her body.
It has been stripped of everything. There's nothing on her.
There's no door out.
Was she naked?
I know.
She has clothes.
Oh.
Visual expertise
Everything
here.
else about it.
Would I know if this was built by gnomes?
It doesn't look like gnome architecture, no.
No.
It's still rock, isn't it?
It's a rod, but it doesn't.
He just did the thing.
I'm going to walk a perimeter around the room, fingers on the wall, fingers on the wall, see if I can sense any sort of magical entrances or exits.
No, nothing. Just the writing on the wall.
Oh, there's writing on the wall.
You better read this crap.
Maybe, wait, no.
What language is it in?
Hang on.
It's really not written in any language. It's just mainly symbols. And they're feathers, eagles, and snakes.
Feathers and
Come on.
snakes. Is that just the entirety of it? Like, is there any other symbols that pop up?
No,
besides
they're
that?
in random order. But that's what, yeah.
The circle that we came in through, did it have anything on the stone?
Nope, just stone.
You just put it in a particular order, right? There's no mark.
Nope.
I wonder.
I said I can move the symbols
Feathers
around.
can fly.
No, they're carved into the stone.
I'm gonna pluck one of the feathers off of Irene's chin.
What?
From their feather.
No, that was a long
that
time
came
ago.
Oh, it came
No,
off?
those are done.
Yes. Why would
Does
you?
anybody have any feathers?
I open my wings. These?
I actually pull one out that I plucked off of her chin.
I'll take it out. See if I touch this symbol with the feather. See if
Nothing happens.
That's what
I forgot that was a thing.
Oh, there you go. I'm gonna push on
Should have worn those earrings.
the feather symbol.
Nothing
Oh
happens.
yeah.
Hey,
So it's we're in the square room, we're in the
Let's take
room,
a
there's
look
no
at
doors,
this.
other doors, there's no doors.
Yeah, it's just a circular room.
There's.
I look up.
The ceiling is about 10 feet tall,
I'm gonna
made of stone.
investigate the feathers. The rock feathers.
Can I see the pearl?
I have it.
It's a carving of a feather into the stone.
I can give my dad the pearl.
Can I see the topaz?
As you reach for the topaz, you find that it's not there.
What about the pearl? It's all gone?
The pearl's gone as well.
Oh man.
Jake?
Aww, you lost it.
Yeah.
You know, when you go to
Oh
back
shit, we go through a portal.
You forgot about that, huh?
You know what happened last time we went to the portal?
So wait.
What happened?
I checked my
Call
bow.
out your magic. But it's got
Still works.
so it doesn't really matter.
Which one?
My dark adventure.
Do you pull a bow? Did you pull it?
I get it out, I pull it, see if it lights up.
It does not light up.
Son of a bitch!
If you're not all magical like we are, you're screwed. Okay, let's check. Okay.
Well, obviously the symbols mean something.
Okay, so it's a feather. What else?
Feather equals snake.
I'm gonna touch the feather and the eagle at the same time.
Nothing happens.
So we need like an actual creature here.
I hiss at the snake.
Maybe you have to make noises.
Something simple, we keep overthinking things.
In Draconic, I say. The symbols, Draconic.
Nothing.
I'm like, wait, I know it. I hold up my hands. I put my greatsword away. I hold up my hands. Open sesame.
Even the dead
I
body
searched-
floor rolls over.
I searched the room for any sort of repeating pattern of these things. Like if there are two arrangements that are the same side by side, if these
You don't
different
no,
arrangements-
you don't see anything like that.
All right. Or symmetrical or
I sit down in the middle of the room and I start prancing.
What the?
I cast detect magic. See if there's any magical.
The teleport ring that you came in on is very strong magic.
Maybe-
Nothing else other than that.
Do you think maybe if we go back to the teleport thing, something else will happen?
There is no way in. There's only one way in and no way out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
Go
said it.
back through it,
Yeah,
maybe we'll go through
How?
another place.
You need to arrange the stones to get in the same way.
I step back onto the ring.
Nothing happens.
Maybe we have to move the stones then.
I pick up the stone.
You pick one up.
Well, without this, they can't get in. I put it in my pack.
Oh,
Should we take you a little
well,
I'm gonna start
okay.
drawing the symbols
That's-
on the ground
That's
in
great.
that pattern.
I want to go look at the
Okay.
dead lady's body.
Just in the like into the wood on the ground in front of you.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And then we'll do it on the stone. That's what we're doing. The stone.
Right now, nothing's happening.
I'm confused.
Okay, I'm gonna go look at the.
I'm trying to tell them what's
I'm gonna
going
go
on.
look at the dead lady's body, and I'm gonna check for anything. If she was killed, just be killed, or she was sacrificed for like in a sacrifice.
Okay, give me an
Any
investigation.
ceremonial thing.
Give me an investigation check.
I'm gonna go with her. I want to see how she died.
Slowly.
Frustration.
I don't know. I guess 22.
A 22. Yeah, you can tell that she was definitely killed with a dragon tooth dagger in the back.
Huh.
So, probably not her?
I don't tell this to anybody though. I wake the elders up.
My bitch slap is waking me up.
Hey, it has to do something with dragons.
What?
She was killed off for a ceremonial dragon tooth thingy.
So that's not
Dagger.
scary. They carry those types of daggers.
Yeah, but
It's still by one call.
I know, but it was a ceremony though.
Can you put the
Ceremony
stone
to get
back
out.
to the teleportation
Ceremony to
circle?
get into the
I
wherever
want
we're
to
going.
see if something will happen.
I put the stone
So
back.
somebody has to die. I guess. I don't know.
I throw up, take her blood. Is her blood on the floor still?
Mhm.
I go and touch, I get some of her blood and I wipe it across the damn symbols.
Nothing happens.
Fresh blood, maybe?
You put the stone back.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Did you say fresh blood?
Okay.
It might
I
be
go to
fresh
the stones, write the symbols on each one of the stones.
All right. So what symbol do you write first?
First, write feathers.
All right. As you write the feather symbol, the stones glow.
Wait.
Good, keep going.
Then I write the snake
I write-
symbols.
It stops glowing.
Okay. So I write the, what is it?
feather, eagle, snake.
Snake.
I write feathers, then eagles and snakes.
No glow.
Just the feathers.
Okay. So so you're what? Or how are you erasing it off? You
I'm using my charcoal that I have that was carried. So I just wipe it off,
wipe it off.
I guess.
All right. So as you wipe off the other two, just the feather symbol remains. The stones start to glow.
I kept it in the center.
You disappear.
I step
yeah.
in with them.
Follow.
Follow, I guess. Oh boy. I don't like this.
I'll pull my great sword out. I'll pull my great sword out, and I step in.
Okay. As you appear into the next room, Eldritch, as you appear, right literally 5 feet in front of you, you notice that this is a cultist fanatic who is standing there with his back to you.
I slowly walk up. I put him in the hole.
Can you give me a grapple check?
Let me.
With advantage, because he doesn't know you're there.
Calm
23?
down. You're a
Yeah, you
psychopath.
have him in a chokehold. Yeah, you have him in a sleeper hold. The rest of you are now. The rest of you pop into the room, and you see Eldritch has a cultist in a chokehold.
Hey, guys,
around to see
ask him how many people are here.
That's why I spin around. You asked. I'm not gonna let go.
How many
Okay,
people
I'm
are
looking
here?
at his face. Is the face familiar to me?
No.
Is there anything else in this room
Okay.
besides the cultists?
I took our cultists and asked them.
I back up so everybody can get in front of them.
The room that you're in right now is a very plain room, but there are doors to the left and to the right.
While,
You know what?
While the bugbear and them are doing this investigation, I'm going to back up to the left-hand side door so I can see the room. I want my back against the wall.
I'm gonna cover the other door, make sure nobody comes in.
I slowly kind of loosen my grip, but not the we can't escape. So we can actually talk and breathe.
Okay.
Listen, want to live? Which door leads to where?
This is a storeroom. Teleport's the only way out.
So each symbol means something else?
Yes. The snake. Put the snake next.
And where does that take you?
Up.
Up? Okay.
No, before you do this, what are you holding here? What are you storing?
This is just a storeroom for food, supplies.
Check the doors, check the rooms. And I just break his neck.
Okay. Okay, give me a strength check with advantage to see, make sure you can do it.
20.
Yep, you do it, no problem.
Is the door that I'm against locked? No?
They're unlocked.
I'm gonna stealthily open the door as quiet as I can.
Yeah, you see piles of sacks of grain.
I'm going to walk to the cultist, investigate his body, see if in any way this cultist is affiliated with my parents.
On the cultist, you find a silver short sword, silver dagger, and nothing else.
Hey, Eldritch.
What?
Weapons are silver.
Undead.
What?
I studied the
I think
man's.
that's something we need to worry about.
I'm just curious, so I'm just curious with you.
I study the man's face. I take the cloak off, thinking and still studying his face. I put it back on.
Okay, you appear as a cultist.
As a dead cultist.
Ooh, alright.
So,
I take the body
He
that
said
he
take the
just
snake,
imitated
right?
and
Yeah,
either
but then
store
check
it
the
or
door.
go
Check
push
both
it
doors.
behind the
I
grain
said
and cover it with the grain.
Okay.
But let's check the both doors real quick.
Alright.
You
Check
check
the other doors.
We're gonna check the other door.
I just hid the dead body in the grain room, so.
Okay, as you open the other door,
She pulled grain out.
there are large barrels. Some of them contain fresh water, and then others contain just various herbs and spices.
Oh, I collect in my empty glass. I have 3 of them, and they're empty, and I fill them with water, and I picked every single little herb that I can find that are differently in my pack.
Okay.
Whatever I can find.
Alright, I want a symbol.
Use me with different kinds of tea.
I look at Puff. Do it now?
Yeah, but I'm thinking the eagle instead of the snake. I mean, you wouldn't want to tell us.
I maybe you didn't know how to die.
I do it eagle.
Okay, the stones glow as you put the eagle on.
Alright, let's jump in.
I go in. I go up. You can jump in. Hold on. There's a reason why I was going first.
All right, so Thea, you jump in. Thea, as you come out of this next one,
I don't move an inch.
painted renditions of Dracolic, of the Dracolic line, are on the wall of this chamber. There's a stone altar in the center of this area. Features a skeletal limbs and claws of a dragon.
Oh my.
Half a dozen cultists look up at you in surprise at your appearance.
I jump in the ring.
Yeah, so you appear, the rest of you pop in. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Oh my god.
Oh, God damn it.
There's a reason I wanted to look like a cult.
I did not see it. It wasn't
19.
What do you know?
19.
Oh, I know.
20.
13.
Okay, 20s,
Just short.
15 to 19,
19.
14.
What's your dash?
19?
Plus 4.
19.
He goes before me.
What's
I am
next?
at 19.
I have a 5 dex, but I'll let them go before me.
No, you go next.
Did all 3 of us roll 19?
Yes.
Nice.
10 to 15,
I have 14.
I had 13.
What you have?
I got
13 as well.
Nice. What is your dex?
5.
Since you're the first one.
Yeah, no, you go before me.
Carla had a 7.
I got a 7.
Carla, you're out of initiative.
Woo! She's taking a breather, guys. She needs to pass nothing.
get back now?
No.
No.
All right, and then at the very end also.
Wait, wasn't you move forward after us? What did you get?
14.
Yeah, we had a 13.
Okay.
You're an initiative or?
I didn't.
All right.
Yeah, 14.
The cultists are going to act first. As you pop in, all 6 cultists turn around
Oh, they're so sweet.
and look at you and go, "What are you doing here?"
Pizza delivery!
What are you doing here? They're talking to me, right?
They're talking to you, Thea.
I speak in Druidic back to them. I think I'm lost.
What is our Connor?
Druidic.
And they kind of look at you and shake their heads like, "What?"
He's like, where am I supposed to go? Where are you guys going? What are you guys doing here? And I just turn my head like, tilt my head like this.
Then as the rest of your party pops in behind you, they go, "Y'all aren't supposed to be here."
Well, there's one cultist. I'll pop in.
And
I
so-
turn down, like, oh, look, we have one, and Sue and Druid, look, we have one cultist here, and then we have
And
this
they
guy,
look at, and
that guy,
they're
and
still
that
looking
guy.
at you and not understanding a word that you're saying.
You're completely baffling them. That's no point.
So they're gonna, the first one takes a step at you and lunges. 19.
Okay.
Sure, I need an initiative.
I know. Oh yeah, you are an initiative. You're just taking it.
Okay, the first one hits you for 9 points of slashing damage.
Oh, we can grab right now.
Second one is going to swing at you. 23.
Mm-hmm.
13 points of damage on that one.
It's a good thing.
The
I
third
did
one?
that heal.
Nat 20.
Ay, ay, ay.
He's the badass motherfucker.
He's the one with cojones.
Badass
You're
cultist.
about to drop.
Are you
Take
serious?
27 points of damage on that one. The fourth one swings at you.
They're just all mad at her. They're just
Misses. Fifth one misses. The last one, 19?
Yep.
Oh, sorry, 18. 18.
Okay.
What is your armor class?
What is your armor class?
14 points of slashing damage on that one.
She was a druid.
And you guys never I never went with you guys one time you guys went to town and to actually fix the dragon armor that I had on.
We have a cloak for you. You haven't been around for us to give it to you.
All right, Mountain, you are now in the guise of a cultist, but you just saw them just get pretty much gang tackle and just slash and hack at Thea.
Still mad though.
Yeah. I run up to I pull out my greatsword, and I run up to make it look like I'm about to hit her, so that I turn to hit the first cultist.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Woo! Nice.
Yeah, 20.
Okay.
That's an auto 25.
Yikes.
You want to get? Put
Uh-oh.
all of it. Body.
Yep.
He takes 37.
He falls.
I go up to the next one, and I
Oh,
swing at him.
these guys. What am I thinking about wasting
Do I still have
spell
advantage
slots for?
since they're engaged with you?
This one you will.
Yeah, I missed. And then I'm gonna swing at him again because I have my extra.
What did you
How
roll?
did you know
What did you roll?
I rolled
Well, you picked up the dice. Don't worry about
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta at least call out the number, you gotta know.
Yeah.
it. Did you roll more higher than a 12?
15.
Yeah, you would have hit.
Yeah.
That
Alright, but yeah. 24.
Higher than it before.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Damage?
Jesus.
He takes 14.
Okay. He looks pretty bloody, but he's still up.
Alright, I'm going to action search.
Pop it up.
And I'm going to swing at him again.
Oh yeah.
And I have 19 due to improved.
Yes, I know. Crit. Mm-hmm.
Do it.
He probably had like 1 hit point left.
This poor guy, he just messed
18?
his day.
He falls.
And then I'm gonna move up to the next one.
You got it.
If I actually surge 6.
Wow.
You have 6 action surges?
No, 6 attacks.
6 attacks if he uses actions.
18 to hit.
Hit.
Yeah.
Leave one for me. I want to use this.
Don't worry.
You're
actually,
an
so-
idiot! You killed the poor monk!
No, that's okay.
23 damage.
He falls.
And then
Oh,
my
yeah.
last swing, I move up to the next one.
How is blood rage?
17 plus 12.
Hit.
You'll be thankful for that.
Yeah,
13 damage.
13?
Yep.
He's still standing.
That's all I can do.
nice.
Okay, Eldritch, you basically see Mountain just basically
Card.
crushing people left and right.
As my first move, I'm going to use intimidation on him.
That's your turn. Oh, sorry, you. My turn.
I'm going to use intimidation. I'm going to try to scare the shit out. You want to die, either drop your sword and back up or just take an arrow to the fucking face.
After seeing what happened to their friends at the bugbear's hands, they dropped their swords.
Oh.
As my next move,
You can. They're
I
dead.
fire. Are they 10 feet next to each other?
Hold on a second.
I use ball.
If they're surrendering, we can ask them questions.
Okay,
Yes.
You've already fired.
they already fired. I'm using volley.
Mm-hmm.
I only shot 1.
Well,
That's
He called for.
I call volley. That's 22.
You're gonna hit both.
don't worry, if you die, I'll have
28.
And then I can, and then I have suggestions.
Yeah, you
I
can.
can work for us.
Oh shit, I maxed out.
Yeah. How much?
13 points of damage in the first hit.
Alright, so the one that he had already hit, he falls. The other one looks kind of bloody.
I feel like I should just nonchalantly, while this is going, and start walking, looking around the room.
Hey, fire.
That's a nice pillar.
19.
Hit.
So is this guy hit 2 already?
Mm-hmm.
Fossil Slayer.
Damn it.
You don't want it.
Roll, look. No, not look.
Oh my god.
It's
Should've said
19.
Yeah, he falls.
Well, I got him.
Goddamn.
Revive one.
Which one?
There's still one left.
Yeah,
Oh, so one left? Oh my
Puck,
god.
it's your turn.
Oh.
Now, this time I'm serious. On your hands and knees right now.
He drops to his knees in a heartbeat.
What are you doing here right now? What were you guys doing?
We're looking for that traitor wizard Iskander.
And how many people are on him? How many people are in this tower right now?
Well, there were 4 others besides us looking for him, and then I think there are at least 12 red wizards that are down in the dungeon.
We're wizards.
Alright, can we take a nap now?
Now, which way
I'm kind
to
of
the
beaten
top
out
of the
here.
tower?
The snake will take you all the way to the top.
Do I believe him?
Insight?
Dude.
Yeah, I'm
Why
probably
would-
going to believe him on this one.
Okay, can I roll for insight? Because I'm all the way here, kind of passed out.
Oh, you So I rolled a 6, so
You believe him.
yeah, I believe him.
Forgot what kind of potions I have.
Are we out of the ship or are we still in it?
Take off your cloak.
No, you're out of initiative.
Oh, we are?
Take off your cloak.
He takes it off, drops it on the floor.
That's
We'll
the...
pick it up and put it over top of mine.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Wait.
Grab
So
whatever.
grab your cloaks and then somebody tie this guy up.
We could use
Oh, we
him.
could kill him.
No.
We could use him.
I throw my hood back so I look like a bugbear again.
Does he break?
I'll tell you what.
This cultist has these wide eyes. Just,
No.
And I go and give him a nice big hug.
Go ahead, what are you saying, Jackson?
Has the cultist seen me yet?
Oh yeah, hey.
No?
What?
I keep it that way
Okay.
and move around behind him and go to the altar of the Dracula and investigate it.
Okay. As you make your way around, you notice that there are 3 symbols. A snake, a bear, and a lion.
I can turn into both.
Prestidigitation affects sound.
Oh, maybe.
Is there anything else? I'll take a look around the room. What else is around the room? The door's done.
I cast message on the cultist and speak in a whisper so he doesn't hear my actual voice and say, "What does the bear do?"
What is it?
And he kind of, you see everybody, he kind of starts looking around like, huh?
I wink at him.
Did you ask that?
I come up behind him as he's looking around and I don't hear an answer. I come up behind him and ready a ray of frost right behind his head so he feels it.
Oh my god.
And I repeat my question.
I would recommend.
Jesus!
Why
Y'all
don't
are
you
a bunch
tiptoe
of
back
murder
there?
The bear leads to the observatory.
The observatory. How many? What all the symbols? What about the lion?
I look to you, Puck, and try and sign language of bear. I don't know how well I do it.
He's talking out loud.
I'll walk. He's talking out loud.
Is he talking out loud?
Who?
Or
The cultist is talking out loud.
I
Yeah.
walk up to him.
That's what I
What
said.
other symbols are there?
I'm holding him.
The bear. The bear will take you down to the dungeon area.
But you just said the bear would take us to.
Yeah,
Observatory?
I
Is the
definitely.
observatory the dungeon?
I bring my hand closer since he told me the bear took me to the observatory.
And then changed his answer.
The bear. It takes you to the dungeon.
He's scared.
I turn
Back
him
up.
around.
I roll insight, see if he's telling me the truth.
He's terrified.
Can I roll insight on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, Bud, if you got something.
I'm still holding
use
it.
it.
He's
Okay, hang on. I got something.
17.
You can tell he's really scared and
Yes.
that his wits are kind of shaking about him.
He's just,
Hey,
Calm
let
down.
Irene do what she's going to do, guys. Give her a
He's
second.
gotta do alright.
Okay,
Okay, I'm thinking now.
back up. Let him have some air. I'm gonna look at him.
He's naked right now. He's not going anywhere.
Well, yikes.
He's kind of gay.
I'm gonna look at him in the eye. It's like, I am sorry my party has frightened you and scared you a lot. Can you please help us out? I'm casting suggestion. That is my suggestion.
What's the save on it?
It is a. Oh god, I have to remember the save. Ah! Oh Jesus, that's wisdom. Yeah, it is.
It's yours.
4.
Nah.
It's like, nah, fam.
Okay. So, I said right. So he is now. Yeah. He is magically influenced to help us out.
Okay.
Yes. So, yeah.
Okay, the bear symbol goes where?
The bear symbol goes to the observatory.
Alright. And what is the observatory?
The observatory is where the mages, Jorgen Powell mainly hangs out there. He's one of the head wizards. He hangs out there, and it's the workplace. That's where they do most of their work at night, looking at the stars to see what the stars say.
What about the lion?
The lion, that goes down to the dungeon. That's where we keep everybody that we steal and take from places.
And the
Who's
snake
in the
goes where?
dungeon? Is there anyone in the dungeon now?
No, we've all been pulled out looking for Iskander.
What about any prisoners?
What are the symbols around there?
Prisoners? I don't think there's any alive right now.
Serpent?
What about any that are dead?
And the serpent takes us where?
Probably. The serpent, that's going to take you to the,
Pizzeria.
the time chamber.
Time
Time chamber.
No.
And all the cultists are down there except for the ones looking for the traitor, right?
I know that Jorgen has 4 cultists with him. That only leaves 2 other cultists that are searching.
And where is the Scandrin's, where does he stay? Where's his room?
All the living quarters are down in the dungeon area.
Where do you, right guys, we've got information now, what we're gonna do.
Did you turn around to face me?
Yeah.
Crap.
Dungeon
Uh,
first? No. Let's
Well,
go to the
they're
time
all
chamber.
gone.
Let's go to the
Time
time
I'm
chamber.
gonna all gone.
Time chamber first.
I'm gonna
Trust
ask
me
one
on
more
this.
question. Have you heard of somebody named Blast here? Or his body or anything like that?
No?
Let's go to the time
Have
chamber.
you had anybody bring a body?
But he just said there's nobody
No?
I know, but he can go there, up there, and come back down.
No, he can't.
Fine, trust me on this.
He's not.
I say the time chamber, if there's
Time
only
chamber.
two there,
And that's a symbol of what?
that's the line, the time chamber is.
Oh god, we can
Serpent. I start drawing the serpent on the stones.
The stones start to glow a bright red.
Alright, jump in the
Okay,
middle.
bring him with us.
Okay.
I tie up
Yeah,
his
we-
hands and feet
No,
and throw him
he's,
over my shoulders,
he's working
I'm
with
gonna-
us.
just in case.
I'm gonna grab a cloak off of one of the dead
Frank?
cultists.
You want to go have a seat down there at the end?
Hit.
Dun, dun, dun.
He's back!
Oh my god, oh
We messed
no! No! Dracolich. I'm dead.
up! Oops!
He can control a dead. Wait, we need an
I
act.
can create.
I
That's your time chamber.
Alright. Oh boy.
Alright, Eldritch, as you jump into the circle, you come out. You are going to be in, and this is where,
Oh boy, do we actually need to move things?
you're going to be on this map.
Oh
Okay,
no!
time for minis.
They're right there.
You made the right decision.
I cast a suggestion. That was helpful. I know.
You don't care, I think I'll find it.
Oh my god, you're dressed just like your fiance.
That sucks!
Oh my god, it would be hard not to shoot him if he's after he's been turned. Favorite enemies
You're not
are
really.
undead.
Undead.
One favorite enemy is undead, oh my god.
Yeah. Which I find ironic because mom's a necromancer.
That's because she's a
Oh.
necromancer.
Huh?
It's because she's a necromancer.
True.
I wasn't her favorite, remember?
Yeah. I didn't torture you with them. I tortured him with them. Which I
That's
find
because
ironic. Because now he is one of them.
Because you tortured my little brother. I'm kind of pissed about it.
Everybody enjoying the show?
Only I'm allowed to
folks?
torture him.
A water park.
I don't like these numbers.
So shocking.
I don't like these
They're
numbers.
just what the room numbers are.
Are you sure about
They're
that?
just room numbers, that's all. It's like that's on my maps. That's how they keep
Yeah,
try
I
to
know,
track.
but
Helps them keep track of what storyline is going to be on the thing.
Alright, so you appear in room 23. You appear in the middle of the room.
Where's my mini?
It's right there on the floor.
Oh, I always am. Drunk. Okay.
That will be the note. Wait.
Alright.
As you appear inside this room, on each side of you, to the left and to the right, you see two large.
He steps on.
Huh?
Nothing. You're good.
He was talking to me.
Oh. Okay, fine. You see two massive hourglasses occupy this irregularly shaped chamber.
Okay.
Their glass globes are nearly 15 feet across, and each hourglass rises almost 30 feet overhead.
Okay.
Each is suspended by chains, pulleys, and gears in a way that it can be turned over and set its sand running. Slumped against the wall at the far side of the chamber is the cultist who called from you from the balcony.
oh
His dark robes are charred and torn,
my god.
and a blue dragon mask is clutched in his red-stained hand.
I run up and grab the dragon mask out of his hands.
Okay?
Do we appear by this time?
At this point, move Eldritch that way. All the way against the wall. Yep, he's over there. The rest of you appear inside.
What's going on?
He did.
Aw, man.
The guy with the mask, and I turn around with the mask. I'm holding it.
I run over to the body.
Hey, no, can you revive him?
How long has he been dead?
I don't know.
Well, we saw him at the
Check.
top of the tower, didn't we?
Wait, hold on.
I start walking.
Why would they kill him and leave the mask?
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Right.
Let me put the mask away for right now.
Arcana checking.
Well, yeah,
Check
check
the
it out.
actual one.
First, make sure it's real.
Wait, we
I run up and Arcana check. Oh, good. 11.
Yes, a faint sense of Arcana.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
walk
put
over
this
to
in the
the.
bag.
I'm gonna
Put
go
this
walk
in the
over
bag.
to the dead
I'll want
guy,
it later.
Is he
and I'm gonna
alive?
go check how long he's been dead,
Or is he alive?
or is he?
Okay, give me a medicine check.
I will look around the rest of the room.
Oh yeah. Hey.
I'm doing the medicine check as well to
I'm
see
gonna
if he's
do the
alive.
19.
Yeah. She got me
A
wrong.
19.
Yeah.
You can tell that he has been dead for the better part of maybe 15 or 20 minutes.
He's
Too
been
long.
just been dead.
Too long. It needs to be under a minute.
Why couldn't you last 5 more?
I mean, no.
We gotta find a way out. Let's search this area. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk to one of the hourglasses and do an Arcana check.
At this point, you hear the door slowly being opened in front of you.
That.
I turn towards the door.
I'm gonna walk out.
Wait.
Oh, just wait.
You're going to meet whoever's opening the door?
Just wait.
Yeah, just
In the back of the
wait.
room.
The door is opening.
Oh, door's open on its own?
Yes.
Yeah.
Something is opening the door coming into your chamber.
Smart one.
I just turn to the door and I aim at the door.
I aim my crossbow.
I turn to look at it.
As you see a figure
Oh no.
with a black dragon mask on walking through the door.
Hold on, I want to try something. I cast Hold Person. Wisdom save.
So how long have you been running around here?
Not 20.
God damn it.
I put my bow down, run up, and tackle him.
Okay?
Finish closing the door before he starts, as soon as he walks towards me.
Okay, so you're running towards the door, but he shuts the door in front of you.
Like him in front of me.
What the?
Was that him?
No.
I don't know.
I crack on the door, sleep. At the second level.
What the?
So it's gonna start at the person with the lowest hit amount of hit points.
Oh wait, oh wait,
That's
here.
me.
Right there, yes.
Yeah. Said that.
Oh,
Where are you aiming it at?
No, I didn't
It
take any
hits
push, but
everyone.
I'm on this
Just
side
press
though.
it.
You said in front of
It
you
hits
guys.
everyone in the room.
What's
It
wrong?
hits everyone in the room.
Age.
No, does it? No, what's the
Oh.
radius on that?
It hits pretty much everyone. It goes from target to target to target to target.
I can't fall asleep to it.
Oh, I won't fall asleep.
I'm not the lowest.
16.
I believe. No, you're at the lowest. Okay, yeah, you were at the lowest.
26.
You fall asleep.
I don't care. I gotta beat it.
36.
I'm max out of 10.
42. So
Wait, I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't affect
It
you.
doesn't
at
matter.
all.
Oh, it won't affect me either.
Yeah, neither me.
I know. There's only one person I'm targeting.
It won't affect her. She's
I'm
nuts.
still awake.
What's your health at?
I'm using
60.
that for sleep. Right?
I'm
Yeah.
still awake.
She can't go to sleep.
Closing the door back.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, I'm
Okay, I don't
pushing the
want
door open.
That's him.
I assist.
Definitely him.
All right. So,
Oh my god.
Frank, I need you to roll me a strength check
Oh shit.
against their strength.
Nope.
16.
I got you on this one, 11.
All right. So, as both of them charge the door, you do put your shoulder up. You're trying to stop them from opening the door, but they bull rush it, knocking you down prone, and you're laying on the ground now. You do see this individual. He has a black cloak on with a black dragon mask, laying on the ground.
I run up, grab him. Why do you have my brother's fucking mask on?
That's because he is your brother.
I push Eldridge out of the way and I hug him very tightly.
I'm gonna
I
hug
thought you were dead.
I told you not to sell anything.
Aww, dumb
Did
dumb.
it work?
Almost everybody thinks I'm dead.
That's
And I
enough
still
right
have my
now.
mask.
No, you're still alive?
These hourglasses.
What happened?
They control time.
I haven't checked that.
You see these blades? They cut off the head of another body. I wasn't ever up there.
I scoot a little bit away from Blast and his death-defying shenanigans.
And I look at the time-defying shenanigans.
I mean, his mom was a necromancer.
I kind
That's
of
a
yawn a little bit.
24 and an Arcana check on the hourglasses.
No, you don't sense any arcana. Whatever they were trying to do with
standing up
these,
yet?
they've given up on it probably hundreds of years ago. So there's no
Are you
magic.
standing up yet?
I told Marco to name his price. He never did.
I yawn from where I'm laying down still. I cast Mage Hand invisibly and take my cloak back.
Okay, sleight of hand.
Oh, he will.
No, I'm all the way over here.
You can't. He's too far.
I can't see him.
He's one
True.
You can't see him.
Oh, I'll take Eldridge's bow.
Hey, he's gonna. Hey, Mountain. He's gonna need that cloak back.
22.
Have to roll against this?
Yep, perception.
If you don't want.
By one, you little shit.
I take the cloak off.
I kind of wave it in front of your face. I need my cloak back because I don't want to be seen with this.
Oh, I kick him in his balls before I get out.
She's still hugging me.
No, I'm gonna kick him in his balls still real quick.
I'm in the way.
I don't care.
Roll! I rolled out of the way with her.
Okay, here's what's gonna happen. Give me an acrobatics check, Eldritch. Both of you give me dexterity saving throws.
Oh, great. Get me again.
To see if you can roll out of the way.
I'm walking towards the door with it.
That's your dex, right?
25.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get out of the way.
What'd you get?
I'll go back. I'll go find the mountain.
I'm already walking up. I'm holding out.
I grab the cloak.
I'm gripping it.
I
Oh,
go.
I need back to get my bow.
I will give it to you.
I love you too. Can we sit up now?
Alright. No, just give it to me.
As long as you promise not to die again.
You think something
He
that
never
simple could
died
kill
the
me?
first time.
Last. Just come here.
Came off.
No,
Last.
anything came off.
Just give it to me. You won't give my bow back unless I give it to him.
I will give it to you.
Alright. Give him my bow so I can get my shit back.
Alright, we have enough of this arguing. We have a whole freaking castle full of warlocks and witches and wizards and shit we gotta take care of.
I get my bow back.
Now, we need to try to either bring this guy back or not. We need to know.
I grab my bow back.
Do you want this guy revived or not?
Give me my bow.
It's too late.
Yeah, he's fine.
I hand you a bow.
Okay,
He is
Blast,
regular bow.
you know that you've been skulking around for a while. Most of the people in this area, as soon as they saw you with the mask on, they kind of avoided you. So you have had like free reign of this whole tower for the better part of about 3 or 4 days now.
Much
Okay.
like I've been giving several party members a wide berth, I am staying very far away from Blast.
I turn
I
to
am extremely suspicious.
I turn to Blast and tell him we got the blue mask.
Where have you
I
been?
got the black.
It's kind of on your face.
Well, first off, I had to go apologize to somebody who had their arm broken. He kind of helped me fake this thing, and someone went overboard.
I wonder
I look
You
at
died.
Eldridge.
You died. I thought you were dead.
Still
No.
attached.
Who died? Trained me.
What did you?
Who died?
Where do you think
And why
about
are you
that?
here?
You
First
think I
off.
was gonna snap and start beating the crap out of everything in sight?
I mean, you can simply
Hold on,
One at
listen.
a time. One first.
It was the best idea we could do to get rid of the Tabaxi assassin on us.
It was a guard's son.
Aww.
Who killed? Who was the guard's son? Just, I'm sorry, but you didn't know this part. I killed the priestess. I needed to hide the body. What? It was my black arrow.
Aww, man.
What the fuck?
What was your question?
What are you doing here?
Okay, I can't draw other animals other than snakes. Once I reach this room and there's
No,
nobody else
why are
in
you in
here,
the tower? How did you get here? You need to come with us.
I swear to God. I start walking out of the room before I start shooting my brother with the arrows.
Okay, so you make your way to the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't you lock yourself up here?
pretty much.
You're an idiot.
I'm still
Snap
keeping
you,
it very
but
far
for
away.
I hug you. I
Blast,
hug
you do know that the teleport out of the tower is at the opposite end of where you're at from now.
Do y'all want the way out or not?
I want to know if we have the actual dragon mask or not.
What I came for, let's leave.
There's only way to find out. It's the mask.
Yeah, put
Is
it on.
our blood rage chilled now?
Let me see it.
So I pull out the blue dragon mask,
I'm
bag of holding, and
mean?
I'm not letting go just yet. It's like,
Oh, I wonder if I put it
not
on.
you.
I'll put it on.
I hold out my hand.
If I do it, at least I'll protect it.
I can protect it.
Why not somebody else that we know we can trust? You have a thing for dragons. This may cause some issue.
I can do
I
it.
pulled away.
You made a deal earlier.
There's only for people you can trust.
I go to stop him!
He basically face palms Puck with this mask, and the mask attaches itself to Puck's face.
At this point, I have Ray of Frost ready action.
What were you thinking?
I wasn't.
What have you
I
ever
have no
thought?
idea if you could see me or not.
I go to the first door and see it and open it.
When have you ever seen a moment that he's ever thought about anything?
So you're gonna go straight. Okay, there's a door to immediately to your left.
I slide.
Bro, nope, that's not the way. We gotta go the other way.
Can you?
I picked this place clean. There's obviously nothing else in here.
Except for that dead body over there.
Are you lying?
Of course
I use
Are
sleight
you
of hand,
telling us
check for
everything
traps
you
first and
know?
all that.
Of course I
Okay,
am.
no traps.
Deception on your
I slowly quietly open the door.
It looks like some kind of storage closet,
Okay.
but most of the stuff in here has been decaying for years. It doesn't look like anybody's even gone in this room.
Okay.
Wait, who killed the wizard? Did you see it?
I keep going down the hall.
Oh,
Did you eat him?
what's here?
I stop at the front of 22.
Stop going, Ted!
Wait a minute.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah.
He's going.
That is a 13.
A 13.
Don't worry, he's a loving brother. He sees his brother and runs away.
Does
No,
anyone know that?
I want to beat you. That's why I'm getting away from you right now.
I hope you're okay with this. Do you have a
He has no choice. I call the red one.
Okay, so as you look inside this room, light shines out ahead of you as the corridor opens into a room set with comfortable-looking, oversized furnishings. In the center of the room, a red-skinned creature wearing armor of flame, bronze, and volcanic stone sits cross-legged, setting a chessboard.
You're by yourself, dude.
I'm gonna go find my brother.
I'm gonna follow.
I'm following Blast.
I follow.
I'm just standing there. Why challenge my chess game right now?
Okay, so the rest of you,
I'm into games.
the rest of you come out, but you don't see Eldritch anywhere.
What the?
Blind sight.
You sense him straight ahead.
Not that room. I walk.
I'm not even going in yet. I'm like,
follow
should I challenge you to a chess
I'm
match or
immediately
not?
behind him.
I'm gonna yell, but like I'm right behind
Do I
you.
know what's in the rooms?
Yeah,
Okay. What's in that room?
you know there's an Afridi in there.
A what?
I don't know you're guys behind me. Hey guys. I say it quietly enough only so they can hear it whispered. There's a guy who's playing chess in here.
I lean over his shoulder.
Really? Shing.
As soon as that happens, I take a little arrow that's in my hand. I stab it right into his thigh, whoever's behind me.
That's fine. I'll take the damage. No assassinate now from anybody.
Okay, go ahead and roll for damage.
That's gonna be like a D4, right? Because I'm using my hand.
No, that's piercing damage from an arrow. So
D6. Does that include dex?
Unless the
Yeah.
axe is still here.
10 points of damage.
Okay.
And no assassination on me now.
Which is smart.
It's not gonna
Brother,
work
we should not go in any of these rooms. There's danger in almost all of
There
them.
could be
What
fucking
danger's in
assassinate
that?
in here.
What's in that
The
room?
guy just playing chess.
Chest?
Really?
I have chest.
You mean chess?
Chess, there you go.
How come does the bugbear know that he was chesses than you do? But you were the smart one.
I'm like, whatever, do what you want. I'm gonna start heading towards the exit.
I'm
I
walking with
follow.
him.
I follow this man.
Is this
I
thing
notice
undead, by
Blast
the way?
heading towards
Huh?
me and I
Is this
start
thing undead?
panicking.
I can't hear you.
Is it undead?
No.
Okay, then I'm not gonna attack and walk away.
I see Blast walking towards me and I'm like starting to panic a little bit.
I walk up. I pick up Belantio.
I swear to God, until you hear from me. If you don't roll some balls,
I have Ray of Frost
The,
right now.
the creature inside the room hears all the voices and goes, "Someone up for a game?"
I'll do it.
No.
I'll
No,
do it.
thank you.
I'll do it.
Come sit.
I know. I grapple him. I go to grapple him.
I go with him.
I go to grapple
It
you.
hurt us. I don't want to cause any trouble
Yeah,
surviving us. I
let's
have no
not
choice.
cause trouble with this
What is
one.
all in here?
Okay, he's going to attempt to stop you from going in the room.
So
So
I have advantage since I'm.
Well,
Nope.
I feel went that way anyway.
13.
follow the
It
note.
can't be a 13.
20.
No.
Good job.
okay, so he grabs you and stops you from
But
going.
you didn't
into
notice the
the room.
note take off on
Or
I
the
can't
child.
grab the gnome.
Or the child, because the child
All
was
right,
after.
Alston, did you go into the room?
Yes.
Yep, I also follow.
All right, the Ifriti is sitting there on the ground and goes, "Please, sit.
What happens if I lose?
Nothing. I'd like to win."
Okay. I sit in front of him on the other side of the chessboard.
I'm gonna sit
Okay.
next to him and I'm just gonna watch, because I'm right next to him.
cancel right off the bat. You lose.
I cancel right after that. I cancel Ray of Frost. And I poke and blast.
All right, now this is a game of chance,
Oh.
so this is going to be wisdom because it is a game of skill. So it's going to be the best of 5 rolls
Better than me.
to see who wins.
Dear God.
This is going to be wisdom.
Sorry, we always
So
lost.
you're going to add your wisdom. It's going to be a wisdom
I
saving
wisdom
throw.
plus 2.
Okay.
Okay.
First roll,
He's fine.
19.
10.
You
No, 11.
have a
Oh,
lot of
The
shit.
that's
Ifriti wins the first game.
That's 5 out of 6,
You
right?
can do it
Second
now.
game,
Nat 1.
I wonder.
I only rolled an 11.
Nat 1.
Plus your whatever. You actually
Plus
got
your
to
stuff.
8.
Yeah,
I
so
wonder.
she's still
Could
won.
I use Bardic Inspiration for
So the Ifriti has a big smile.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
not-
Hey, for the third game, I'm gonna I'm cheerleading again. Bardic Inspiration for you, dude.
All right, so on this one he goes, "Good luck."
Oh, Jesus. Probably got. Yeah.
24.
Dear God, plus your 27.
28.
28.
Inspire away.
You're not supposed to win.
All right, so the Ifriti looks at you and goes, "You've bested me. You may go."
Oh.
Okay.
Leave.
Okay. Bye. It was nice meeting you.
And he sits there, just staring at it. It's just staring at the chessboard.
Guys, I won.
High five. That was awesome.
Good job, let's
The
leave.
purpose of this entire area is for, of this room.
I start walking. I start
You
walking.
know that in
Stop.
listening to the whispers
Come back
and
here for a
rumors,
second. Shh, wait.
Listen, I'm explaining this to all of y'all while you're here.
Thank you.
yeah, you know that in listening to the whispers and rumors, this individual was locked in this room by Jorgen. Let me make sure I have the story
Yeah.
correct.
Oh.
But basically, Zonthal had stripped the Ifriti of all his powers and had basically put him in this room, trapped here under a ward spell. He is unable to leave until he wins a game of chess. You have heard that if he wins, he gets his magic back, and that all heck could break loose.
But y'all understand why I don't want anybody to go into that? Why are y'all two giggling over there?
He won.
Why would you go in?
But what happens if we
So did I.
does the loser get stuck in his place?
You don't want him getting his powers back regardless.
Did you win every match?
Oh, hey, that's a good point.
I'm gonna keep walking straight. I don't
I had
care
one game
anymore.
of chess, that was it.
Okay, we're going out toward the
Every
portal.
match, just the one match.
Maybe one of y'all can draw better than I can. I'm going. I'm just heading towards the exit.
You do hear behind you a slight rumble.
Uh-oh.
The light behind you starts to grow brighter.
Run.
Yep, dashing out.
I follow
Which
him.
way? Everyone, just straight ahead.
I go straight ahead.
Follow the
Okay,
flag,
okay,
yeah.
cool.
Follow
Take
us.
a left.
Take a left.
Left is into the room.
That left.
Take a right. Take a right.
Right, take a right.
No, I that.
So yes, left.
Left, alright.
It's like Atari.
And so do we see the symbol on the floor, the circle thing?
Where'd y'all go?
15.
To 15?
Are you sure you know where you're going?
I'm absolutely positively 100% sure I might not know where I'm going.
And that's
That's
what I got.
not
I'm gonna beat you when we get out of this place.
As y'all run down into Route 15, as you run into this room, blood streaks are here on the floor,
Oh shit.
including the smeared trails leading back to the teleport chamber in the other room,
Well found out.
and a second trail of blood boot prints heading up the corridor to the north, which you just came from.
Are they, do they look like they're the same type of?
2 statues stand on either side of the doorway you just came through.
Remember having the statues?
Can I
Oh no.
We really need to
Nothing,
talk
no,
about
touch the
some
statue.
Can I get
It's
the
fine.
statue?
As y'all make eye contact and look up at these statues,
I don't even look at that.
both of them step off their pedestals, and you recognize them as earth elementals.
I point out one and go, brother.
I pulled out both my daggers. I've actually been waiting for this, guys. I just couldn't take them on by myself.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, as soon as they move, I run to the back, to like.
Everybody roll for initiative.
That's where they are, dude.
They're at the doorway.
Oh, the door. Okay, I run this way to the corner. Okay. 24.
Okay, roll first. Everybody rolled?
Yeah.
Okay, 20s,
He goes.
highest.
24.
21.
23.
Darn it.
Yeah, I got
Got a
24.
19, guys.
15 to 19?
19.
17.
Yay! The party's back together. Finally. And I have a spell perfect for
You know,
this.
if I have to stop my runs again.
Everybody else rolled below 15, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Y'all are out of initiative.
Who's in the initiative?
I am
Eldridge, Adra, Valencio, Irene, and
The
Blast.
family.
The family?
the family.
The family?
Aww.
The one guy who doesn't trust anyone. Good.
Hey! Thank you.
Well, let's go on. Let's see if I can take the blue dragon mask off.
No, it doesn't come off.
Well, hey, at least we know it's real.
I showed them taking
Chomp, chomp,
Wait,
chomp.
only one person we can trust.
Oh,
Well, I mean, it's kind of true. But I wouldn't have done it that way, but it is kind of.
Okay, Eldridge, what would you like to do?
Who?
Eldridge.
Eldridge? Oh,
That's right, you have to remember now.
okay, I need dice for this, so I can know
How
where they're
many?
at.
They're standing at the door.
Which door? This doorway or the hallway? The one going towards 14, the one going towards
There's one new
21.
doorway?
They're at the doorway leading to 14.
Okay.
One on each side.
On each side, okay. Okay, yeah, I ran, okay, I'm 10 feet away from them.
Into there.
Are they 10 feet away from each other?
Each square is 5 feet.
I'll be nice and not do it yet.
Why don't you move me back to a corner out of the way?
I'm going to shoot the one that's to, I guess, what facing is to its right, to the side of the doorway.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to shoot him with my first attack, but I'm casting Hunter's Mark. It's one of my spells.
Mark it off your sheet.
Yeah,
It's an extra what?
down to 4. It's an extra D6.
I like this spell. It's a nice spell.
Plus 24 to hit.
Barely hits.
D8 plus D6. That is 10 points of damage.
Okay? What kind of damage was that?
That was piercing.
Okay.
Okay. My second shot, I can't move this. I'm gonna attempt to pull up the Avenger and switch the Avenger, and I'm gonna fire with it.
Okay, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Still not working. That's it.
Okay. Adra.
Alright. So is one of them sort of focused on Eldridge now?
One is focused on Eldritch. Well, kind of, sort of, but they're both looking into the room.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to sneak on the one more distracted.
Okay, give me a first. Yeah, give me a dex check.
Wait.
Very good.
Dex check's gonna be 11.
11? Nope,
Yeah.
he sees you coming.
I'm sorry, did I hear that wrong or right? Nobody sees me coming?
He hears
He
you.
Okay.
sees you coming.
I was like, that's a low
You're
roll.
there.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
You don't get sneak attack.
I don't get sneak attack, but that's okay.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah.
Are you using your crossbow or using your... Oh, you ran up on him.
Yeah, I'll use this sword. Wait, I have to roll.
Roll
I'm
the
an
hit
8,
first.
7. That's going to be a 14 plus 9. That's going to be 23.
Misses.
What?
Yeah, it's armor plus 24. We figured that out.
Okay, disengage.
I missed that.
All right, now it's the elemental's turn. The far elemental away from me, the light blue, is going to go straight after the one in the corner. Yep. It is going to swing at you with its mighty stone hands.
Oh, he's engaged now.
28.
Hits.
Where is this?
So now she's back at him.
30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
The other one is going to move up to the one in front of him.
Eldritch. Heavy blast.
Hello.
29.
Yeah, that hits. Uncanny dodge.
I missed this.
Well, I don't get that till I get to 15, dude.
Wow.
You take 8 points of damage. That was a low roll. Wow.
Oops, it is.
And then
And
half
you dropped
of,
me just to 69.
half of a low roll. Wow. Okay, Valentio.
Well. Mother. How stressed
I am going to move to the wall over there.
Right, the boop.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
So I can see the Earth Elemental fighting Blast. And I am going to cast Grease right behind it so that Blast is not affected by the slickened area. That'll be a dexterity saving throw. If he fails, he falls prone.
Oh yeah, they're good these. 13.
It's a roll.
Nope.
It's a dex.
He is prone.
These are earth elementals. They're not made for jumping.
They're made for tunneling.
They're made for punching things, like the mountain.
Alright, and that'll be all I do.
Okay. Irene.
Oh boy, we're waiting to do this. Okay, so I heard correctly that they're made out of stone, correct?
Yes.
Cool, because I'm going to cast Shatter at them, and they have disadvantage on the roll. And it's a Constitution saving throw. And I'm going to be casting it at, I don't know, 5th level? I don't know.
They rolled a 5.
So 1, 2, 3.
She casts on where she's left.
Yeah, but it's a working thing.
Yeah, it's a, I have to,
Take
I'm casting
6.
it on this one. I'm casting it right behind it, so that way.
So it's what, 68?
So you
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
cast it right here. So 5, 10.
No, like,
Yeah, because
It's-
it's
I didn't think
it's a 10-foot radius.
yeah, it's 10-foot radius, so I do need you to make this save,
Okay,
because it's going to be right here.
What kind of?
Constitution.
Yeah, no.
No, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. You'll beat it.
You did 17? Nope.
You beat 17?
Not even close.
Jesus, well, sorry.
What kind of damage is it again?
It's. Yeah, hang on. Well, I'm trying to see it.
Just pass it over, just pass it over.
Thank you.
Damage from each piece.
I wanted to cast it! I
Should
don't
have cast it.
Hey, she did
It's
it.
fine, it's fine, it's
Guys,
all
guys,
good.
guys, guys.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's just her pre-hormonal rage coming out. She can't control the spell.
I'm gonna spank you later, Ari.
I hate you too! Alright.
I should push away from there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's thunder damage, so. Oh, that's nasty!
Oh yeah.
That's like even fun.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 damage.
26 what?
Thunder damage.
26 thunder damage.
Yes.
Okay.
I said it. And as a bonus action, because I can do that, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. That's my bonus action, I believe. Yeah, I think
Healing word.
it's Healing Word. I'm gonna cast Healing Word to the person I actually attacked, my uncle.
Hey Irene, before you
yeah.
cast the heal,
Yep.
roll me a D100, please.
Oh shit!
Yay!
This
gonna try.
91. I think I could teleport. I'm not sure.
All right, so Irene,
Yeah?
if you die in the next minute, you immediately come back to life as if you buy the reincarnate spell.
That's awesome. Okay.
Wait, you buy
what the
reincarnate?
reincarnate spell does?
Come back to something else.
Oh shit. Fun.
But hey, that's just fun.
Cool.
She said no.
She goes back.
Alright, I'm casting bonus my healing word on you, so D4
Plus your magic, right?
Plus your magic.
6.
There's a rock in my wheel.
I broke a rock real good, guys.
All right, Blast, you're up.
They're rocking my
I'm
head.
gonna walk on top of him. Because he's throwing advantage, right?
Advantage.
So sneak attack.
Oh,
You're welcome, buddy.
17 plus
That's why you
9.
attack the other one.
26.
Yeah.
That hits.
This is gonna be disgusting.
Oh, I hope you would.
I did really bad though.
Whose Snickers bar is this?
I don't know, guys. I want it.
It's mine.
There forever.
What was yours?
It's actually,
What's his?
hello, I just said it's mine.
He's.
I forgot it over there.
2,
Do you want it?
4,
Mhm.
5, 6, 7,
Hand it over. I'm gonna give
Pass
it to
it
the
to the
magical
GM.
DM.
16, 17.
Great, great.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
You wanted that.
He needs a Snickers like those commercials.
Here you go. You're not you and you're hungry.
31 points of damage.
Ooh, hey, yeah, he's looking pretty nicked up and pretty misshapen right
And
now.
I'm gonna stay on top of him.
Okay.
Oh, giggity.
Great.
He's good.
All right, now the other elemental. Actually, that's the one. Let's see. No, sorry, Eldritch.
Yeah, he was being a little Joe Pesci.
So it's my turn again? Alright. As.
Well, what your DM is, Joe.
Hold on. I can't even do this.
Come on, pop up your spells. Let's do
As a
it.
bonus act, wait, at first, as one of my actions, I'm gonna disengage so I get some distance.
Didn't know this was the way.
So, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. If he turns, attacks me. Okay. I'm going to shoot the one with the hunter's mark, but as a bonus action, I'm going to cast lightning arrow. So
Wait, hold on. As an action?
As a bonus action, lightning. As one of my first action was disengage. So I moved to get behind.
Okay, so your action was disengage, okay.
As a bonus action, I'm casting lightning arrow. As my second action, I'm going to attack.
Sick. Go, Dad, go.
Magic stuff.
26.
Hits.
Okay, that hits.
Oh yeah.
So it's a D8 plus a D8 plus 4 D8s. 4 more D8s. 2, 3, 4. And are you 10 feet near him?
Yep.
You're 10 feet.
Yeah. Blackface.
Roll me a dex saving throw.
Evasion. Can you do evasion to that? If it's dex.
It's an area effect and it's dex based.
15? Is it 15? Do I fail?
No, that's
Yep.
You passed.
What's your spell?
14. I know what it is. He automatically hits it. He doesn't get a save on his. So, total damage.
Yikes.
What about cost of stuff?
That's including cost of labor.
Okay.
That's
Oh.
10. Hold on.
That's a 2, that's go to 10.
That's a 10. 27 plus my dex. That is 23 points of damage.
How much is lightning?
Okay. I'll take 2 here. That's my claws. Wait. How much is lightning?
Yeah.
Oh, 18 points is lightning damage.
18, you only takes half. Okay.
He's still taking damage. Still taking damage.
All right, so now we're on Adra.
Ooh. One that Blast looks like he has that. So, is this one focused now on him? I'm behind him, so technically, I would
Is
get
he
sneak
focused on?
attack
He's
from
focused
that.
on me, or is he still facing the wall?
He would have turned around looking at you.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, that's the wild man.
You can take attack behind this time?
Sounds good.
You need to roll it. I
Forget
know.
Don't get your face ready.
That's going to be a 14 plus 9.
That's 23.
23 misses.
Damn it!
When you see the sheet, I swear you did that. I went there. I used the dagger or the sword.
The sword.
So
That could explain it.
Bonus action, try again.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Straight.
I really don't feel like getting hit by another or an eldritch, so I'm just gonna scoot back here to see if I can try again.
did the sword have a +1 to it? To attack roll?
No.
Black
think so.
short
Against
sword?
dragon.
Oh, against dragon.
Against dragons. No.
I definitely
Against
dragon.
dragoons.
You should know about this.
Alright, so now it's the elemental's turn.
Great.
The far elemental over there that has the hunter's mark
Mm-hmm.
sees the other elemental laying on the ground, sees the guy jumping on top of him. He is actually going to walk up to you and attempt to knock you off.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Stop it. I didn't mean it.
I dare you, don't do this to me!
31.
Uncanny dodge that as well.
You're off with his buddy.
Yeah.
That's going to be 33, so half, 16 points of damage.
Okay. Wow.
But you do fly off.
Backflip. How far?
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Shit.
You should be okay. Good at
I
those.
should be fine.
Have to say
Back
something.
to 12.
Oh, you fall prone.
How far did he fly?
10 feet.
Just as a note, Greece is a 10-foot area.
I'm in the freaking Greece.
So you are not, both the elementals are. Since I casted it just behind that elemental. Are you sure? Yes, I
He walked up beside the elemental. He didn't walk
Yeah.
up behind him, so
Okay.
he would still be out of the grease
What?
for
You
this
finished
turn.
your
And again, address still the Beto Road.
The other elemental is going to attempt to stand up.
She's still on her feet.
Who got hit?
19.
Not counting Cedar
That beats my
Falls.
save, yeah.
Okay, so he stands up. They're both standing side by side now.
Oh, good.
I'm playing dead.
He does have movement available. He is actually going to move.
Playing dead.
So he's less than half. He's going to walk 45 feet
Which way?
back through the door.
This up?
Yep. And he disappears into that room.
He's going for help.
Bye.
I get it.
All right, Valentio.
All right. Well, seeing as the other one just skedaddled on out, I would like to slow down the other one. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at the one with the hunter's mark on, using my portent, which is a 17, bringing the roll up to a 26.
Yikes.
Hits.
That's right. You have this.
That'll be a level 11?
Yep.
Oh. You sure? I thought it was level 12.
For what?
38.
For what spell?
Ray of Frost.
Double
Double check.
Trigger.
Oh my god, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome! 20! And
His half movement, right?
Yep.
Minus 10 feet.
Oh, minus 10. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, half.
until the start of the next turn.
How much damage?
20. 20 frost. Cold. Icy.
All right. He's not moving too great. Irene.
Alrighty. Do I want to use Shatter again? Just for fun? Nah. Damn. Might as well. Well, hang on. Or would be out of that area. Okay. I'm gonna. Why not? Shatter once again. I have to find the car. It needs to. It has disadvantage on the. It has disadvantage on the save. It's Constitution.
18.
Damn, that beats it. It's gonna be taking half.
Hi.
We say live.
Yeah.
Hey.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I'm casting it at second level. I'm casting it at the actual level. 8, 15, 19. So it's 19 damage right now.
So it takes 9.
Yeah, it takes 9.
All right, so you cast Shatter. As you cast Shatter on him, you see that his body starts vibrating violently.
It's gonna explode.
Everybody within 30 feet of him,
Yeah.
give me a dexterity saving throw.
Is it damage?
Is. Wait.
I'm good.
Oh my god, that was 21.
26.
22.
18.
If I'm behind the bugbear, do I have to? Is that what
Are you
they're
within 30 feet?
Am I in the area?
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah.
25, yep.
Evasion.
Evasion. Yep.
Yeah, it was
Both colors.
19, and I wish I had evasion.
What am I doing?
I rolled a 26.
I rolled a 10.
No.
9.
All right, Irene, you'll be taking full damage.
Yeah, figured.
Anybody over 25.
You bitch. I hate you.
You take no damage. Everybody else takes half.
Dobby.
As this earth elemental explodes into small little pieces.
Guys, look, I did it.
Boom.
We have to be 20. Yeah, we still take it.
Oh.
Okay. Shall we go to the other room now?
Wait, how much am I doing?
Okay, it's going to be 40 points of bludgeoning damage
down.
for you, Irene.
Cool.
Everybody else takes 20.
I'm down.
I'm down.
Oh boy, here we
Spread
go.
dying. Spread dying.
Knock it off.
Cantrips.
Oh, cantrip, okay.
I stand up.
So yeah, you are both able.
I'm still staring at you, Blast.
Guys, we got 2 people down.
You
Hang
spared
on,
them?
I got him.
They're spared.
Heal. Do healing. I got healing word.
Wait,
right
no,
now.
hang on, I have
I cast
potions.
prayer of healing on both of them.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna be looking down that hallway that the other earth elemental
5th
disappeared
level.
down to.
Yeah, you can see straight down the hallway and you don't see anything.
What are you at?
While everybody's healing up, I'm going to go to that hallway as well and ready
I'm
action
gonna
a cone of cold just in case I see something coming.
Irene, did you drop?
No,
No, okay.
I'm fine.
I'm gonna do something.
Who dropped?
One more D8.
One more D8? Oh, sure. Nice.
Okay.
Here you go, Doug.
I'm gonna take my last 2d20. 2d20 potion.
I'm going to walk into room 14.
You're just gonna walk-
Stealthily.
you're just gonna walk in?
I'm gonna walk in stealthily.
You don't take one of the rooms.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
I rolled a 2d20 potion.
10. It's a chest stealth check.
I got a nat 20 and a 6.
10.
A 10?
Yeah.
40.
I got healed.
They get healed for 40.
Oh, y'all got him for 40.
Because 5th level spell.
Alright, as you walk into room 14, you do see the earth elemental is right there around the corner. He is not surprised by you.
Around the corner.
Put me up at the alley,
Wait,
at the corridor.
Nope, we are still in initiative.
Oh,
Back one?
put me back.
I'll put you back.
Here?
No, back.
Back.
Where he
Where
was
you
at.
at?
Where
Here?
Where he was
We're
at.
still in initiative.
If we're still in initiative, how'd you move over there? Because it'll be my turn.
Oh,
I can't move.
are we still?
I gotta go back.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
okay,
then-
no, it wasn't your turn. Okay, no, move back into the room.
Okay. I thought we had initiative, that's why I went up.
Blast.
So stand up, half my movement. Took the potion with my bonus action. So out of 45, half that is a number.
22.
Yeah, that. Move me as far into the hallway as I can see.
Okay.
Like just forward.
How much you
I
got?
have
22.
Basically 20.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Can I see him?
No,
He's spooky.
He's on the corner.
you don't know that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
We don't
going to
know
ready
what-
action my firebolt.
Okay? Eldritch?
Well, this is where initiative. Oh, okay. Once I see him, I can move. My Hunter's Mark stays with me for an hour. That's my level now, so I can put it on anything I see. Once I see something, I can put it on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attempt to stealth again.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
This time, this is 24.
Okay?
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm in the room. Do I see him or does he see me?
Okay, so as you turn the corner, he is waiting on you, but you do see him before he swings.
Okay, I move my hunter's mark onto him.
I like the 100 mark.
I'm going to attack. That's my second action. Freaking 18.
Miss.
This time.
Adra?
It's okay. You're doing good. Alright.
You need to focus on me because it was hurt.
I'm
5, 10.
I'm not hungry right now.
What you talking about? We attacked the other time, third times. Right, Mom? Right, we were matches of tanking earlier.
Move over here. I'm gonna ready my crossbow, so once I see it pop out of that corner or step towards Eldridge,
You pop up.
I'm gonna do my job.
Shot.
and I'm done.
Amazing. He's drunken
With
overboard.
plated armor.
Alright, he will take a step towards Eldritch, giving you the opportunity attack.
Would I have an advantage? Because technically he wouldn't know
I swing my sword. I'm gonna switch. Boom.
We'll both
my
of
sword.
them. I'll on to mine after she knows hers.
Frick, that wasn't.
I miss.
Yeah.
Right,
No,
fine.
there's
Yeah.
one,
What?
12
My sword. You said my reaction attack, right?
No, theirs.
Oh.
24.
It's a 22, so I miss.
Miss.
24 hit or no?
That is.
24 just hits.
Thank
Nice,
God.
nice,
Firebolt, so it's gonna be all fire damage.
Yeah.
12.
12.
Yep.
Okay. He is now going to swing at you, Eldritch.
I'll use uncredited dodge.
No. And that's going to be a 23 to hit.
But a 22, you barely got me.
That sucks. I like your face.
I like it.
You're having a moment back
To
there.
my fucking body.
36 points of bludgeoning damage.
I like your face.
Well, at least we won't get it off though.
Is it a poker face?
God, I have this. Oh man, that's
My
this
58
is kind of
points now.
worthless.
You'll be okay. You can take this.
But I'm thinking I can guess that.
Alright, that was him. Valentio.
I am going to move 25 feet up into the hallway, see if I can.
Good job.
Can I possibly see the elemental?
He has one inside. On the map.
I'll let you roll a disadvantage. There's a lot of people in front of you.
They're all tall.
There's a lot of elves, you know.
Well,
They don't pass it, so-
why not?
You got this. Double nat 1.
Ray of Frost.
Whoa!
Well, it didn't hit, it was a 17.
That's a miss.
Yeah, the other one hit.
Well, that's all I can do.
Irene.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I'll use one of them.
I'm gonna
13.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hey, that's all my movement. Yes. Okay. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Blast Wound, assuming you got pretty bad messed up. Alright. Hang on. Cardigan. God damn it. There it is. Cool. 1d8 plus spell casting modifier. What is he? 12. 12. You've been healed for 12 hit points. And I'm just gonna stand there and I'm gonna have my arms ready, but I'm gonna look like I'm gonna fight.
Alright, blast her up.
How bad is he look?
That's a good question.
Huh?
How bad is he look?
He has a couple chunks taken out of him.
So spry.
I never showed my brother how it's done, and I know I'm gonna fail this, but whatever. I'm gonna run and jump up and try to grapple him.
Do you have the movement?
Fucking
You
moron.
should.
I have 45.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Strength, he's good at.
Our brother's a moron.
It's the thought that counts.
What's worse than that 20?
I
You
think
first.
he's properly engaged now, so I should.
9.
9.
All right. So as you go to tackle him, you just kind of you don't knock him down, and you're not able to grapple him. But then again, he's not able to like do anything back to you. So you're just pretty much standing right there beside him, not on him, beside him.
Let's give him a nice
Mage
old
hand bonus action. I'm gonna stand right there. So he tries to move forward.
A little bit more than 10 pounds, but yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Eldritch.
I'm going to just draw my sword because I'm not wasting any attacks now.
You can draw a sword. I can't even draw a snake.
No.
Okay, is he focused on my brother now?
No.
Ooh.
Plus 9.
So we should make that animal hieroglyphs the secret right to the entrance.
25.
Never get in.
Hits.
My Constant Slayer still goes with that, so that's a 6 plus the Constant Slayer.
Now you know
Plus
the way to come out of the
Hunter's
house. Or is that?
Well, that's not bad. Plus my dex, 8 plus 12, that's 20 points of damage.
Good job, Dad.
For the first attack.
Okay.
Second attack, 24. No, wait, yeah, 24.
Hits.
And again,
Damn, that flew though.
2 plus 7 plus 5, that's 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And I stand there, brace myself to get hit.
Brace for impact.
I licked the rock.
Adra.
Okay, so now he's properly distracted, right?
Like a jungle.
Yeah.
Alright. 5, 10, 20.
Now you got advantage.
Try it.
It's really crunchy.
It's just kind of earthy. Nat 20.
Yay.
Okay.
That'll be a crit,
Combo
so that's an
breaker.
auto.
Auto 20.
Auto 20.
Oh,
And I get sneak attack.
She loads up his eyes. What's the smile on Andrew's face?
Everybody, like move things out the way. God,
Everything's
nasty, nasty, nasty.
And here's the bed road.
21, 22,
30 seconds of damage.
23, 24, 25, 26,
And he's
27,
not
28, 29, 30, 31,
Oh, he was
32,
very
33, 34, 35,
See the
36,
assassins,
37,
this is
38,
the thing.
39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. And then, okay, minus 9 from the 30. Fuck. So 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 48, 50, 51, 52. And then that's going to be 64. And yes, that's 64, and then that's plus 20, so that's going to be 84.
This poor rock!
His face!
Alright, everybody within 30 feet, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yep, amazing.
Evasion.
We're safe.
Yeah!
Why am I not on
You went to the A.
10. I'm taking full
You broke
damage.
the fourth wall.
26.
Literally.
Meltstone?
That one, you're
No.
taking double damage.
Oh
shit.
no!
Did you?
I did. I rolled a nat one.
Hey, I took 40, by the way. Like, regular.
A fail will only take half, but if you critted it, it's not gonna take it effect.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm so
Fuck,
happy
I'm
that I
screwed.
killed it. I'm like not worried about it now.
Yeah, except for,
Hang on, I got potions. I'm ready to go. I've got things ready.
Alright. Who's taking full damage? Eldritch, take 26 points.
Oh!
You're gonna go down. I'm going down.
52 points of bludgeoning
You're
damage.
down.
She's down.
Yeah, I'm down.
Out of initiative,
At this point, we are out of initiative.
healer's kit, bring her back to 1.
Okay.
You're at 1.
You're up one.
Oh, okay. Stop I was going negative.
I look for the circle.
Yep, you do see the circle that's right over against the wall, the back wall.
I start drawing feathers.
That worked fast.
Okay? You draw feathers. It glows a bright green.
I'm taking so we can someplace we can rest.
That'd be a good
Good luck.
idea. That'd be a good idea.
I
Right,
wasted
exit
all
somewhere.
my spell slots.
I'm assuming.
yeah, we have what we're here for, so let's fucking
Where's the
go.
exit?
Let's go. Let's go.
I pick a badger and I carry her.
Wait, I jump in the phone, go with the
I
feathers.
can walk.
No, you can.
Not going to.
No.
I pick up blast.
Picking up
I
my
still keep a wide berth from blast.
I allow it.
Glad to hear.
I own you both.
Are we back in the tower now?
Alright, did everybody jump in?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Yeah.
Did everybody
Well, I
jump
mean,
in?
Yes.
Alright, so as you appear outside, you appear outside of the outer maze
Oh my god.
on a small trail that leads down the hill back towards where the village is.
And run.
And as you all appear on this small trail, you hear screaming and yelling coming from the village down
Oh
below.
no.
I drop them both and take off.
I hope the
And-
wyvern didn't eat him.
Hold on.
Okay, so you take off running down?
I run behind him.
I'm waiting to hear the rest. I'm waiting to hear what I see and hear.
Okay, so the bugbear, who else?
No.
I'm waiting.
No one else.
Bugbear, you go running off down the hill. As you get down to the village proper, that's just out. As you turn the corner, you see the blue dragon standing there in the middle of the street.
Oh my god.
He turns around, sees you, and goes, ah, lunch.
Oh,
We're kind of chewy, I'm a lot of fat.
My God, he's gonna make me pop off.
no, he's not. He's delicious.
Six of them.
Wasn't grabbing with that.
I knew you were fucking working with him.
Tastes just like chicken.
Where my potions at?
Does a 34 hit?
Not with evasion.
Oh my god, you're making a big old chomp out of him.
Yeah.
Why did you tell us that it's normal?
No, he's using his lightning breath.
Okay. I'm giving you one of my
I have no idea what it does.
2d4 plus 2 potions.
I'm wearing plate mail.
Now I have 2 left.
2d4 plus 2.
Yep, 2d4 plus 2. That was my potion I gave you.
What potions do you have?
Just
I'm wearing
2d4
plates, so I'm
plus 2.
a lot more.
I'm gonna pop my 2d4 plus 2s, all 4 of them.
All 4 of those down. Okay, Dave.
I need to. 5 and 7. Here's my greater.
Well, I also
7
have
plus
6 spell slots. Ready to go.
7, it's 14 plus 9.
Right, I'm up to
What was that, 7
14.
plus 9? Plus 9.
You can say the task mask because the face mask. People are void. We're bones on game.
It's only one.
I've got his other eye.
Oh yeah.
You take 78 points of damage.
You're a negative 38.
Jesus.
And as he walks over your body, he is going to attempt to step on you.
Can I show him? Wait, how much is your HP?
Did we see the lightning go off?
You hear screams and you hear dragon.
Okay.
That was the last thing
Okay,
you heard.
automatically, because who I
I'm
am,
going until I see anything else.
I start sprinting, I start dashing because who I am.
I turned into a dash.
19, does a 19 hit?
I turned into a dasher.
That's an auto crit.
Damn. Do you have to spray the die? Or do you have enough blood left?
I'm all the way at town already.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
a good distance away.
Maybe.
You get me to identify.
How long is about his be dead for?
He's dead.
Unusual.
There's no way you can.
Scroll you. Resurrection.
As he walks over your body, plants his foot right on your chest and just unleashes his full weight on top of you. You take 70 points of crushing damage.
Is that the same attack?
You're on my way.
You're 1 away?
Are we there yet?
-1 away.
Are we there yet?
That is one. That is
No,
one.
you're still on the way. What's your max hit points?
133. I'm at -1 away.
Okay. So as you turn, as the rest of you get to the town, you turn the corner and you see the blue dragon with his foot on the chest of the mountain.
Everybody spread out. Okay.
He looks at the party and goes, "Thought that'd get your attention finally. You have something I want, and I want it now.
Is it your eye back?
I'll deal with you later."
My bow's drawn.
He kind of clenches his claw talon around the mountain.
Oh shit.
My bow is drawn. I'm aiming right
Does
at
8 points of crushing damage. Give me the mask.
Give me a piece of blood. We need to remove it, don't we?
He squeezes a little bit tighter. 6 points of damage.
Listen, we need. If you want the mask, we need to remove it first. It is stuck to someone. We need. As long as I heard, we need dragon's blood to remove it.
He's not getting it.
No, you don't.
Then how the hell do I get this off?
I can remove it.
Inside.
Good.
Ooh, dragon.
16.
He seems very sincere and very serious.
Without taking my head off.
No. Where's my mask?
Gaseous form.
I point towards the gas.
He squeezes a little bit tighter this time.
I'm sorry,
doing
brother.
14 points of damage.
I take a fire at his other eye.
You're down?
Okay.
I'm dead.
All right. So you hear the crushing of bone.
You're there.
You hear the crushing of plate mail, and as you look over, you see the bugbear just completely crushed under the full weight of this dragon.
Okay, I
Fire at his eye.
run to the side of the
Okay,
dragon.
roll with disadvantage.
Okay, while I'm doing this, I'm running to one side of the dragon. And
20.
Miss.
I'm turning full Earth Elemental. I still had two wild ships left.
Okay, the dragon takes off, flies straight up 60 feet.
I run to
The
the
second he does
mountain.
that, no. The second he does that, I grab it. I grab it on. Or you, because I'm faster and you're short.
Okay.
He can fly though.
I can fly.
I can go 90. With my bonus action and 180 to come back.
Okay,
So if I double dash.
that makes
grab
sense.
him.
So he,
I might attempt to grab his leg before it takes off.
flies up in the air, goes, "This is just the beginning. You should have given me what I wanted." Turns around and starts to fly away.
Am I still in this tower?
No, you're on the ground.
Aim for the other eye.
Okay.
All here for eyes.
Disadvantage?
Listen, you brought it to you.
Because he's actually flying away from you now, so.
22.
No, this is.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
cast
got a shot.
Revivify on the mountain,
Okay.
bringing him up to 1.
All right. And mark that off your sheet.
Second one.
With a
level.
crushed torso.
So you revivify him, however, his plate mail is crushing his body. So he, as soon as you revivify him,
Oh, man.
you see that blood starts pouring out. Give me a death saving throw.
I take off his armor.
19.
Yeah, it's a pass.
I started
I
to pull
take
his
off his
armor
armor.
off in elemental shape, so I'm just trying to take it off as gently as I can.
Just rip it off.
I'm just standing
Ripping
over
it off
the
like
space
this
waiting
with
for him to wake
fingers.
up.
Once all the armor's off, I cast Spread Bind.
Okay. So they finally get all your armor off. He casts Spare the Dying. You are now stable.
I pour a 2d4 potion down his throat.
And I give you another one of my 2d4 potions.
6, 7, 8.
I just keep looking at the sky, see where this dragon's at.
He's flown off like over the mountain on the other side.
He is over the mountain.
That's punny.
The second you wake up, dare to take my woman again, and I will crush you harder next time. I'll walk away.
Oh god, we gotta get a new armor.
I stand up.
You keep costing me. Wait, we get an armor built for you. Still hasn't been.
He's crushed her on an arm and a leg. In this case, 2 faces.
The blacksmith is dead.
Oh, right, we never found him. Well.
Well, we just
All right, so at this point, most of the buildings have been decimated by the dragon.
No.
The
Armor class sucks now.
you see 2 or 3 bodies that lay dead in
I'm
the
just looking
street,
for where I'm at.
and what do y'all want to do?
I'm gonna. Are there any people that I can visibly see inside the buildings?
All the shutters are closed and the doors are closed, so you don't
Oh.
see any movement.
I walk up to one of the bodies, turn him over, and start investigating.
Looks like just a town folk. I mean, these weren't rich people by any stretch of the imagination, and it looks like the dragon was just pretty much toying with them. 2 or 3 of them are just shredded.
This is horrible.
And I look to the tower to see if anything is very, very wrong and heading towards us at a very alarming
Well,
speed.
we need to figure out.
No, you don't see anything flying at you. You don't see anything.
All right.
Something's not right.
What?
What?
It's too easy.
It was.
Well, I have been for a while.
That was. I'm sorry. Did you just see one of our friends die?
Did
He
he?
dies all the time.
No.
I mean, I already had to hit him twice. That's the second time I've used Revivify.
So guys, here's
This is what I'm
quick
going to
question.
be telling
Are we gonna stay in town here or find somewhere else?
I think we need to leave.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
we
who's the
can
most
leave.
injured here?
We can wait. We can leave.
Yeah.
Leave.
Him.
Yeah.
We got
Top 6.
I count this
14?
1, 2.
I'm at 59.
I'm at all 3.
Well, did
Kill
you
everybody
watch
else.
it on my
114, huh?
I'm
Yeah,
above
get
half,
another
I'm
potion.
fine.
Get another potion.
1,
I
2,
gave
3,
him
4,
one to give you
5.
one.
I need one more.
Roll it.
What do you got?
I rolled it for you because it was a potion.
Fine then.
Because you
6.
poured it down my throat.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my scroll of mass cure wounds.
Whoa.
And this roll that you gave me? Or?
How far away is
That's
Neverwinter from
Okay.
the
I still have that.
Well of
Do
Souls?
you want me to get
Probably about a day and a half journey.
I'm gonna start a teleportation circle.
Those
for
6 get
Neverwinter.
19 points of health.
Okay. It'll take you the better part of
How much? 19.
probably about an hour.
19.
An hour to get it together.
Okay. I'm gonna start working on that.
Okay.
What are you doing?
We're gonna go to Neverwinter.
Oh.
20, okay. That's 82.
Cover me.
I'm gonna need someone.
Wait, 63 plus.
I'm gonna do a little bit of a
Fine.
scrying while we're
Alright.
here.
Keep yourself safe.
Wait, 82.
Fine, I got you right now.
Who else is
You know
really
what?
bad off right now? Because I have another spell I can pop off.
Are we resting?
We need to rest.
Well, we need to find somewhere safer than this.
I'll look around for an inn.
We're leaving these.
We're leaving.
The town is on
Oh,
fire.
that's the tower on set on
We're
fire?
leaving.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I forgot about
We
that.
could go to the
I'm gonna
name.
cast Cure Wounds
No.
at 4th level on the mountain.
Either way it goes, if this mask isn't
What?
real,
I'm gonna cast Cure
it
Wounds
doesn't
on,
matter.
4th level on the mountain.
Okay.
Agreed.
So,
Cast me another mass heal.
So I'm just gonna stare around at all the buildings, look at everything on fire. Guys, y'all didn't have to light the candles. I came back. Y'all didn't have to light the town on
Okay,
fire.
I still don't believe you're real.
Since I'm
And
still
I
in
walk out.
elemental shape, I'm just gonna backhand from where I'm at.
Roll for damage.
Insight.
He's backhanding you, by the way.
I'll take my minimum max.
Thank you. 2d8 or 3
Wait, what you
d8?
doing? I'm the real blast. You're gonna believe it's me.
You see me look at you, hard faced. So when my lips start quivering, my eyes start tearing up. I just hug you.
Hey, take 14 damage.
I take 14 damage.
Yes.
She backhands you. Why are you doing that?
While you're sitting there talking to Bellantio,
Fine.
she walks up as the earth elemental and just
And
backhands
what did you just do?
Wait, how big are you?
Okay.
I'm
I'm
like
going-
6 feet taller than he is.
I round. I run up.
I'm
and I
sorry
round
for a
up
damn
to-
virus.
The wyverns are nowhere in sight.
Oh,
they're on
it's,
the other
You know that you had parked them, though. You know that where you had landed was in the forest area just north of this village.
Side.
The
Yeah.
Guys, I'll be back. And I take out to the forest.
I see her hit my husband
Be
and I
careful.
roundhouse kick her.
Wait, do you want me to count?
Okay, roll me a
I'll
d20.
shoot an arrow. Me?
Roll me a d20 real quick.
See whether or not the one.
Her.
Animals.
No, Eldritch.
Oh.
Okay.
Fuck, I need to.
Just a straight roll?
Mhm.
12.
Need
12?
to have
Yeah, it'd take you the better part of about 30 minutes to
I'm
get there.
working on a teleportation.
Okay.
I went by myself. If I need you, I'll fire an arrow straight in the air.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll stop.
No, keep going.
I'm just gonna walk around putting the small fires out. I see them right across.
Oh, that's a cantrip for you, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm gonna use my mage hand just to like smack fires and try to like
I'll pull you
stop
off to
it.
the side.
Next time, just let me go.
Okay. Oh no, but I can't. 'Cause Markle.
Yeah, you can't. Jeez.
If the soul is free and willing.
All right, folks, and that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Aw.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching us. Just remember, without your support, we can't do this. Just keep us in mind. And by the way, if you can't run through the dungeon,
At least crawl.
bye, everybody.